Come on in, everyone. Come on in. We're about to get live on all of these platforms. I actually came live prematurely because I just really wanted to just get on. Oh, my captions are not up. Give me 1 second. All right, so the captions are up. I gotta get I think the apples are connected. I just have to connect it in the system. I gotta grab the link. Oh, my. I hope everyone is doing well this evening. I decided to do something a little bit different with my makeup, and I am pleased. I think I look very nice, so thank you. Hey, Faith. Hey, Patriot. I'm about to grab the link and send the notification out to the tech squad, so give me just one moment. Oh, my head is not in the game tonight, but I'm trying. I have, thank you. I have a tremendous headache. I'm leaving in less than 12 hours. And so I wanted to make sure that I got this done. I don't have my things set up. Well, we're here together. So welcome. Welcome. I needed to do this tonight because, I'm leaving. I'm going on vacation for 2 weeks. So I needed to get this done so that so that at least on the other channel, there could be videos that are being edited and posted while I'm away. Oh, everybody loves the lip. These are colors that are in the pack that I'm creating. And so you'll be able to get these. I like to do a dark upper lip and a lighter lower lip. I don't know if you noticed or not, but that's how I do it. Everybody has a different feeling about how they feel about their darker. And I found out that there are people who don't like their darker upper lip and the lighter lower lip. We got so many things that are going on that have us looking at ourselves and being like, oh, this could be different, etc. But I like a dark upper lip and a lighter lower lip. All right, so here. The text just went out. And I need to grab the link again and send it out on Telegram. And to the 2 different areas on Telegram, the tech squad and the free alerts. All right, so that has gone out. Thank you. I feel super pretty tonight. I feel super sultry with the eyes and everything. So before we get live on every platform, how's everybody out there doing? I have a smoothie that I am drinking. Strawberry, blueberry, and some flaxseed oil with a little bit of stevia. After I put up my last post, I decided to incorporate more oils into my diet on the community tab because, people were saying my face was getting so bony and I was looking older and all this and the other. So I was like, let me just put a little bit more oils back in my diet. Because remember, I cut out all processed foods and all that other stuff. And the weight started falling off very rapidly. And it was difficult meeting the daily minimums. Yes, the Betty Boop, 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 beep, doop. But the original Betty Boop was black. All right. All right. All right, if you all are ready, I am ready. I have a bunch of videos that I need to react to. And damn it, I need to figure out which ones we did last night because I started jumping around at the end. I'm still dealing with those health issues I told you about and a little anxious. I might be moving to San Diego in 4 months. Monique is saying there's nothing wrong with your face. Well, you know what? As a matter of fact, you know how people draw on the black line to contour their to give them a more chisel. I hide my chisel so that my face doesn't look as bony. But without makeup on, my cheeks or my cheekbones are really pronounced. So I do an opposite contour. You know, everybody's trying to get those that boom, 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 that snatched in face. But I did look at my face, and you know what? I think feedback is important from people. You can see what has merit and what doesn't. So I do an opposite contour and I hide some of the chisel. So because without makeup it's already chiseled. So I hide some of the chisel. So yeah. That's what I do. That's what I'm doing. So just to give my face a little bit more of a fuller feel until some of my fat comes back in my face. You know what? When I went on my healing journey, the doctors were talking about how we don't need oils and we just natural oils from the foods and all this other stuff. But I don't know. I think oils give you a more supple look in your skin, etc. And my skin started to get very dry looking. And on my hands started getting very veiny. And I don't know, the weight was just coming off too quickly. And it was coming off quickly in a way that my body was preserving it in some areas, but then sucking it out from other areas. You know, I don't know. It was very interesting. So I just said I'm doing flaxseed oil. You were here when I said that. Flaxseed oil and coconut oil. Those are the two oils that I brought back into my diet. So I have flaxseed oil in here. I also started doing omega-3s inside of a fish oil capsule. So yeah. And I might be leaving the vegetarian lifestyle and becoming a pescatarian. I might be getting some wild caught salmon. I'm not sure about it yet, but I'm going to, because with all of this working out, I feel like I need the additional protein. I don't know. We'll see. We'll see. We'll see. Let me turn down my AC. Uh-oh, that's not the right thing. I need to turn down the fan intensity. But it's on auto. How do I take this off auto? Mirrors. Where is the auto button? I don't even know where auto is. It's not letting me turn it down. I don't know. Oh, mode. Let's see. Cool. Okay, here. Cool. All right. So now I can turn it down, the fan speed. All right, there we go. So Abi just said, do what's best for your body. We'll see what happens. We'll see what happens. We'll see what happens. I'm going to just be kind and gentle and forgiving with myself as I navigate and kind of see what works for me and what doesn't. Hey, a Perry Life, what's going on? All right. So if you all are ready to go live and start doing these video reactions, so am I. I went and put a toner in my hair since the last video, and I absolutely love this champagne color. I feel like I feel like this is the color. This is what I've been wanting since the very first time I made that mistake. I love this. I love this. All right. If you all are ready, let's go ahead and get into these videos. All right, let's go ahead and get live on all of these platforms. We're live on Twitch. We're live on Twitter. We're live on Facebook. We're live on LinkedIn. And of course, we are live on YouTube, which is the main platform. I am your host, Tonya TKO. Oh, it's loud. Give me 1 second. Just turn the music down a little bit. Oh, man. Okay. I am your host, Tonya TKO. I'm a self-love specialist from TonyaTKO.com. I help you learn how to love yourselves and one another. On this channel, we use viral video topics as teachable moments for what self-love looks like in your life. And so tonight we're doing our back-to-back reactions where we're going to be just going back-to-back, reacting to different viral videos, etc. So I have a wide array of different videos that we're going to be reacting to from all different sectors of online. I'll show you some that's on the list here. I'll show you. So these are some we're going to be showing. Waka Flocka, men the leading cause of homicide in pregnant women. We're going to be looking at how some women don't want children. We're going to be looking at a lot of different things. So I appreciate you all being here with me tonight. Murder says, I meant no offense when I said you looked older, Tonya. You know, I did not take offense to the people who were saying that they were concerned about me because they felt that I was, becoming emaciated. I didn't feel, you know what? I think that we need to detach ourselves from, and so I can tell that you're the type of person, Murder Magic, I can tell that you're the type of person who probably, let other people's words affect you and it weighs on you, and maybe you ruminate. I think it's good for us to have feedback. Quite recently, there was a vlogger who was making a video about me, and I wanted to address it, but not address it in the ways that some of you may have felt that I would have addressed it. I think it's good to have checks and balances. I don't always get it right, and sometimes we can't see ourselves. Like, I had not really, because you know what, I see myself every day, so I had not really taken the time to really kind of look at my face and see whether or not I was becoming gaunt. And in some respects, I felt that I was becoming gaunt, and so I've incorporated oils back into my diet. I think feedback is good, and I think that we need to have a trusted circle of people around us who can tell us like it is. In last night's video, I talked about men not letting anything get in between them and their pleasure. And I was talking to young ladies, and I was like, look, when you're old, sitting in a room all by yourself, shivering, and your skin is wrinkled and things just aren't like they used to be, and I started explaining to women, young ladies, some of the things that happen to your body when you become older, like the skin on your vagina becomes more fragile, and you can get vaginal tears during intercourse. Once your estrogen drops, you're not as moist as you used to be and once were. Even the skin on your body becomes more fragile. And your dating opportunities change. And going out there on the prowl, traveling, and people look at you differently when you're older. You become, people look at you as if you're a beacon, or you're wiser, or you need, more protection, or you're more fragile, or less sex appeal, or whatever the case may be. And there were women who were upset with what it is that I said last night. And there was one woman that wrote in a long paragraph on last night's video in the comments. And I had to respond back to her. And I was like, I'm talking to women about their future selves. I'm not talking about you, because she's like, oh, how she dislikes how younger women talk about older women. I don't know how old you think I am or am not, but I am starting to feel the changes in my body. I have arthritis in one of my doggone knees. I mean, this is life. We age. My mother died when she was 41. She never got a chance to get old. So I did not have anybody to tell me what happens to your body. How even this is why I'm adamant about my push-ups, because my breasts have begun to drop. I mean, I'm not. Somebody said that that what I was saying was ageism, and I'm like, we have gotten to a point in our society where we have become so fragile that that we don't want to hear. Where is the lie in anything that I've said? We don't want to hear the truth. Where is the lie? Tell me what they said that someone said that what I said was ageism. Ageism is a systemic, just like racism. It is when the practice of discriminating. This is system wide, incorporating practices of discriminating against the aged. Speaking up, speaking up, and letting people know what happens as you age is not ageism. I don't understand. And it's like, we can't tell biological males that they are not a woman, right? We have a person with their only orifice, their only opening there is their anus. We have a person with an anal opening advertising Tampax. How did we get here? How did we get here? Aging, you know what? Aging is, and I have from me getting into this stage of life that I am in now, right? It has given me more grounding. I don't know if you all have noticed a change in me recently, but I have changed. And part of what has made me change is getting into my mid 40s. For those of you who don't know, yes, I am. Yes, let the vitamin E skin fool you if you want. Yes, it'll be on sale later this summer. But I'm in my mid 40s now. And I'm looking at these people, these young people on these podcasts talking about what they know about relationships. Babe, you just started dating at 18. You've been dating for 4 years. The F are you talking about? It's like, stop it. And we are sitting around getting so upset and offended by 20-something-year-olds sitting up on podcasts not knowing what the F they're talking about. Come on. It's like, what life experience do you have? What degrees, what training, and what research have you truly done? Listen, come on. Oh, Perry, you didn't know I was in my mid-40s? Oh, yes. Yes, I am. Many people don't know because I haven't talked about it. I haven't talked about it publicly. But yes, I am. Yes, I am. Listen, nonetheless, let's jump into these videos, right? Because I'm traveling in a few hours and I haven't started packing yet. I haven't started packing. And I don't want to forget anything. Perry says, I never thought of your age. You're a unicorn in my mind. I know I am ageless and timeless. I know, babe. I know. All right, so let's get into this. Let's get into it. All right, first video up. Let's see. Waka Flocka walks off of Fresh and Fit. You know what? I want to do something. Let's do something. I don't want to start with something so heavy. You know what? Okay, let's start with. Damn, I have a lot of heavy topics here. You know what? I'm looking for a video. And it's a video of a woman who was like, you know what? I never wanted to have children. I was married. My husband convinced me to have kids. And he was like, I'm going to take care of the kids. All you have to do is get them into the world. And then she had the children and he didn't help her with them. And she was just sitting there like how she had gotten kind of tricked and trapped into this. The video is by a Black woman. And I'm looking for that video because I want to play that video. So anyway, let's start with let's see. Man put out of the car because he doesn't pay child support. Woman puts on wedding ring and okay, wife buys Chanel bag instead of paying mortgage. All right, let's start with that so that we can at least not start so heavy. All right, let's just jump into it. How are you all doing out there? I'm doing fine. I'm excited about my trip. I'm going to get a facial. Oh, it's not pulling up on this. Oh, I'm going to get a facial. I'm looking to just pamper myself. I'm going to do flotation. I'm going to get a facial. I'm going to get a massage. I'm going to do so much. I'm going to do so much. All right. Here we go. All right. This is not the lightest of topics, but it's what we got. It's what we got. It's what we got. All right, here we go. Let's get the screen up. We're going to be going back to back to back. Back to back. And thank you to all the ladies on TikTok who stay in the fight and help me with getting videos and video ideas from you all. So I appreciate you all. All right, let's take a look and see what we have here. All right.
What are you talking about? Why is it when I come home, I see a eviction notice on the front door? And look at my wife. Just in there acting like I'm home. Casually just packing stuff up while we getting put out. You mind telling me what happened?
Yes. I bought the car sitting outside.
Okay.
I bought myself a Chanel bag.
You bought yourself a Chanel bag, but you didn't pay for the mortgage?
I wanted to do something.
Are you crazy? Have you lost your mind? Did you really just sit here and tell me you bought a Chanel bag? Meanwhile, we were 7 months behind all our mortgage.
The lights are still on.
For who? Not for us? The next person's gonna live in this house? That doesn't serve us any good.
You watch TV, there's a remote.
Where am I gonna watch TV at? Outside? On the street? You really sit here and act like ain't nothing going wrong and it's not a big deal, and we're literally getting put out of our house. Do you forget how hard we worked for this house? I saved for years to put even a down payment on this house. I trusted you with my money. I don't care about that. Take it back. I don't want anything.
Listen.
I cannot believe this. And you just acting like ain't nothing wrong right now.
Oh, wait, there's a part 2?
Oh, my God. Like, are you kidding me?
Well, you want to help me?
No. I want my house.
Well, you won't have another house.
Where? Where? Not this one. This is the house that I want.
We both getting put out. So
Yes, we're getting put out because you were irresponsible. I trusted you all this time. And you've been sitting here acting careless, spending money on clothes, bags, and what is all this other stuff? Is that a computer? Like, what is going on?
yes.
I'm really just really shocked by how cool and how chill you are about this. We have an eviction notice. We're getting put out. We don't have nowhere to stay. We don't have anywhere to stay right anymore. Help you pack? No. I can't even look at you right now. I don't even know if I want to be with you anymore. Yes.
Then leave.
Yeah, I think I might. Oh, really? And then leave.
Go ahead.
So you just don't care about nobody but yourself.
If that's what you think.
Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. This is just crazy to me.
Well,
What are you doing?
I'm packing that house. We have to leave by tomorrow.
Wow.
So you might want to start.
And you weren't even gonna say anything.
Well, you were seeing.
I had to come home to an eviction notice. I've been at work all day, and I'm coming home to an eviction notice because my wife is out here spending money on Chanel bags instead of paying the bills like she's supposed to.
Well, let me tell you something.
You don't do anything. You don't have a job. I've been trusting you with my money.
And that's why I have a computer, so I can get a job.
It doesn't matter.
It does matter.
It doesn't matter. It doesn't even matter anymore. You wouldn't have to do that.
Ah, my Lord, oh, my Lord, oh, my Lord. All right. Listen, let's talk about it. Oh, as a matter of fact, let's keep that on the side playing as we
Why
hold on.
When I come home, I see an
Hold
eviction
on.
notice on the front door.
Oh, why is this
And look
thing
at my
so?
wife. Just in there acting like I'm home.
All right, sorry about that. Oh my Lord, let's talk about this real quick. Um, where do we even begin with this? Okay, there's several different angles from how I want to approach this. Number one, right? This is just poor decision. You know what? I can't even start. Let's stop pretending as if this is real. This is fake. Anybody who has ever bought a house or who's ever had a mortgage knows you don't get an eviction notice. That's apartment rental stuff. He's pretending as if he's put down some sort of down payment and now they're going through this whole skit. But this skit is a bad look for Black men because it just shows that you are constantly positing and being in these performances in which you are making yourself look like a dummy, a mark, a fool, a loser, and not even just in skits. They get on these podcasts and they talk about how people won't let them be a man. Listen, listen. Ain't nobody ain't ain't nobody who is claiming that they were born in the wrong body and now they have created these changes. They ain't waiting for nobody's permission to be like, ain't nobody letting me be a woman. No, they just doing they are being who it is that they are choosing to be. But these people are constantly putting themselves in these positions to make themselves look useless. Let's pretend as if this is real. What is it that we're hearing? We're hearing that this man is quote unquote married to a person who is bad with money. For 7 months, she's been absconding the money and doing other things with it. He never got a call from the bank. They never put the house in foreclosure. This is what I'm saying. This is just ridiculous. But why would he want to get on the internet and create a skit like this so that he can seem powerless? So that he can seem like a buffoon who sits there and trusting a person that he knows is bad with money and trusting a person who has not demonstrated that they have good decision-making skills. It is a poor decision on your part to trust a person who has poor decision-making skills to handle something as important as paying the mortgage. And then he's talking about how the down payment and all of this, that, and the other, sir. Well, he's talking about two different things. He's pretending as if he's done a down payment on a house that they may be renting. I don't know if these people are realtors, so they have access to an empty house. And so they set that tripod up over there in the back. And now they doing these skits and they doing all of this, that, and the other, blah, 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 right? Come on. I mean, it's like they talking about free cheese, took them out the home. They were kicked out the house for welfare. Your name is not on the deed. If you're getting kicked out for a box of free cheese and $40 a month, that means that you were worth less than that. I mean, no person of value is talking about, I mean, listen, like let's say, for example, because we watched a lot of videos, we reacted to a lot of videos yesterday, and one of the videos we reacted to were men talking about how now they're going to start dating sex dolls or sex robots, as they call them, but they don't move, so they're not a robot. They have no real or artificial intelligence, right? That's like me coming up here and being like, my man left me. And somebody would be like, who your man left you for, girl? And I'd be like, he left me for a sex robot. I mean, I'd just be making myself look like a damn fool. If I am broken up over a person who left me for an inanimate object, what does that really say about my decision-making skills? What does that say about me, that a sex robot could replace me? What does that really say? What does it say that I'm going to be all upset about that? These men are sitting up here talking about they were kicked out the home. This man is sitting up here trying to pretend as if he's being evicted from a house that he claims he put the down payment on. What type of puñeto are you? What type of fool are you? What type of fool are you trying to make yourself seem like, that you're sitting up there and trusting somebody who doesn't know how to manage money? You see a person who doesn't work come home with a new car. I mean, think about it. He says she ain't got no job. But she's come home with computers, new car, Chanel bags. Where's she getting it from? It's like this skit, like they didn't think this out thoroughly. This is just dumb. It's just stupid. And it's like, they've gone past insulting our intelligence into insulting their damn selves. All right. I thought that was good. All right. Okay, good. I thought that was a good segment. What do you all think? I thought it was good. I thought it was a good segment. Let's jump into the next one. You all ready to get a little heavier than that? Let's see what we have. We have Waka Flocka walks off the Fresh and Fit show. We could do that. Let's talk about that. Rennie saying my eyebrows are crooked. You know what? I do. This one is a little crooked right there, right? Let me just. Other than that, we fine. I'm good. If you're trolling, let me know so that I can. Is that the transgender person? Dear, listen. Just enjoy the show. If you don't want to be here, just jump out. You know, despite all of the insults that you lodged at me the other day, right? I'm not going to throw insults back at you because I know you're going through some things, right? I know you're going through some things. So just sit back and enjoy the show. Go grab yourself some popcorn. Just relax. You're doing too much. You stressing yourself out over nothing. And I don't have on too much makeup. My makeup is perfect. And I look beautiful, right? You know, it's like these people act like they're women, but then that was the person who was talking about menstruation smells like fish, and that's why you menstruate, and that's not an insult. This is the blood of life. You crazy? And menstruation doesn't smell like fish. It's like the odors that come out of your orifice is not a better option. Come on, people are crazy. Just sit back and enjoy the show. Otherwise, you're going to get yourself blocked. I'm telling you, because you're interrupting the show. You're going to get yourself blocked. That's what's going to happen, and then you'll never be able to comment again. All right. Thank you all. Thank you. Let's get into this next video. Oh, my eyebrows are flawless. Thanks, because I was a little concerned about this one being a little crooked. But all right, we'll just. Oh, some apples have come in. I appreciate that. If you all want to send cash apps through, I'm going to be reading them in a moment. It's www.cash.app/$Tonya TKO. It is a verified Cash App account, so Cash App account, so you know that you're sending it to the right place. All right, let's get into this right here. All right. I feel like I can't see. I feel like it's so dark. All right.
Friend is because we don't tell people they're stupid anymore. We need to go back to bullying people, letting them know, no, that's not really how the world works. You sound dumb. Change your way of thinking. But we don't bully people no more and tell them they're dumb. We live in a very pussified society where everyone thinks what they say is valid.
I agree. I preach
and that's
that.
ridiculous.
I agree with that.
That's what I was saying before.
I'm sorry, I disagree, bro. I don't
tell people they're stupid.
I'm gonna be honest, nigga. I'm a real nigga, right? And I would never make a woman. I don't give a fuck
100%.
what you say.
Hold some
King,
space.
I'm respecting you on your show. Nigga, that's wrong.
That is wrong.
Of course, because you got an opinion. I'm a real nigga.
Okay, that's cool.
I'm telling you right now, I don't give a fuck what she said. I'm different from you. I would have never let her get it. He's right and he's wrong for a fact because there's a whole group of other men that don't feel like that. But he right. That's the way men in the past used to think. But like everything else, you got to transition. You have to evolve with your opinions. Some women go too far with that shit, and that's why I got my man on ice like it. Because women is pulling. Oh no, men make us feel sexy. Men, nah, that's bullshit. Some of that shit, I'm telling you, is bullshit to the popular demand. You get what I'm trying to say? Some people use these quotes and shit to their advantage to make money or to advance in their career. I'm just saying though, but I
disagree. I think when people say things that are stupid, they need to be called out, man or woman.
I agree. If you say stupid shit, you did.
That's my thing. Is you got to call out stupidity, even if it's a man or a woman, because the thing is that We live in a world nowadays where we're scared to correct women and tell them that that was dumb. You probably should.
I want you to pay attention to how the bass drained out of his voice. Waka, I don't know what his government is, but he never had to raise his voice. He's talking real low. This dude is hopped up on some sort of chemicals or something. Something is not right with him. He's always yelling. He's calling women bitches and all this other stuff. And he's in the presence of a man who is a bona fide millionaire, right? A man who was married. And actually, I believe Waka just got divorced, right? So you're talking to a man who has had love and lost love. You're talking to a man who has some sort of experience, right? And this dude right here, I want you to hear how the bass drained out of his voice and how he's speaking so calm and gentle in the presence of this man. Listen, let's see what happens next.
Probably shouldn't say that. And it is what it is. Then they get on a platform and embarrass themselves in front of 30,000 people. So my thing is, I think both genders need to be held accountable regardless.
Me too. So how is that a difference?
Is it easier for a woman to get laid or a man to get laid?
I think it's both.
No,
Incorrect.
It's easier for
A woman.
Incorrect.
Yeah.
I just said
for a
earlier, 1 in
woman.
3 men is a virgin or has had sex
Look
from
his
18 to
face.
30.
So
Women don't
are
have that
women.
problem.
There's women that are virgins.
Hold on, real quick.
By choice.
Hey man, this
You
love,
gotta
man.
do
I got.
No, no worries, bro.
I like that.
It's great.
Thanks for coming, bro. Appreciate it.
Yeah.
All right, G.
Bye.
And
Okay,
listen to the girls. Listen. They sound like cats that have been petted well. They're like, bye, meow, 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 bye. I have never seen the ladies been so swooned in the presence of these roided out. I don't know what's going on with this dude, but did you hear them? All in their feminine and all of that.
Compliment that how you fucked up.
Waka
Look,
Flocka
he-
walking out.
This girl don't want no hoes.
Listen, he leaving.
All right, bro.
Listen.
All right, man. Take it easy.
Scoot over.
You know.
Scoot over.
So,
You know what? I was talking over it, but I want you to hear what it is that he said. As he was leaving, I want you to pay attention to what it is that he said, because first of all, his face, these guys got some girls on this podcast that don't even know who is easier for men or women to get laid, and she's like, both, right? But this is the part of the conversation where he was trying to, because he couldn't get Waka Flocka on his program. So then he started trying to talk about how it's easier for women to get laid, so they're hoes and their value is less, and a man getting a woman is a bigger feat, and all this, that, and the other. Now you're talking to a man. Waka's not a bad looking dude, right? Skin looks smooth, right? He got the long hair that some ladies like. You know, I like hair short, but nonetheless, right? He was trying to segue into that conversation to start bashing women who have intercourse. Now, Waka is a man who apparently likes having intercourse. And the targeted audience of women who have intercourse are women who have intercourse. Why shame women for having intercourse and then want to have intercourse with them? It's like, it reminds me of when we were in the 3rd grade and the insult was suck my D. And then by the time you got to high school, all the girls were like, ooh, no. And the guys realized, saying suck my D as an insult is counterproductive. We're shooting ourselves in the foot. We are lambasting women or young ladies. We're lambasting girls for participating in an act that we enjoy. It's like these guys don't think this through. So I want you to hear what it is that he's saying as he's walking out, because apparently this is a cut. So they had been talking about the whole discussion, but listen.
Women that are virgins.
Hold on, real quick.
by choice.
Hey man, this love,
gotta
man.
do
I got.
No, no worries, bro.
I like that.
It's great.
Thanks for coming, bro. Appreciate it.
Yeah.
All right, G.
Listen.
Bye.
Hey, body compliment that how you fucked up.
Waka Flocka
So
walking
you hear how he's talking about the conversation about body count, and he's just basically saying how ridiculous it is to shame women for body counts. I mean, that makes sense to me. You want to have intercourse with women, why are you shaming them for being with men? It's like you're only insulting yourself. And we're going to watch some other videos during let's go.
out.
This girl don't want no hoes.
You hear
All
how
right,
he's
bro.
like they must don't want no hoes, or he said something like that. But
Keep it up.
All right, man. Take it easy.
Scoot over. Scoot over.
So
Please,
what
my
I was
leg's
saying was,
stuck.
is it easier for men to get laid or women?
listen, do you see how all of the bass? Did you see how all of the bass
Ask
dropped
friend.
from his
It's because we
voice?
don't
Did you hear how all by the time, so he went on a slope downward where he was screaming, listen, screaming at first.
people no more and tell them they're dumb. We live in a very pussified society where everyone thinks what they say is
I
valid.
agree.
Lot of bass. Then when Waka starts talking, then he comes down a little bit. And then when Waka said, look, I'm out of here. These dudes are lamos. By the time he was out of there, the boy voice, then it was down to almost a squeak. Because it's like these men with no money. I want you all to notice one thing. And a man who I was talking to behind the scenes who actually is wealthy, he said to me, he said, notice how Kevin Samuels didn't bring any of us up on the platform, any real men who have money. He was like, where is he getting his opinion from? Because first of all, we know that Kitten Heels did not have money. We know that he was living in an apartment, that his Mercedes had oil leaks down under it, and his landlord was punking him during the pandemic. Remember, he had that thing over his face, the mask, and he was like fussing with her about the oil leaking out from his Mercedes hoopty. Remember, he was buying and reviewing colognes and then taking them back to the store, so much so that the people he got, let's go to my other channel and look at the evolution of lies from Kevin Samuels. It's on the other channel, the Tonya TKO Clips channel, right? He didn't know, he was not speaking for men who had money, because men who have money enjoy, listen, they enjoy the accoutrements, the things that come along with having money. They appreciate a woman whose standards and values will not let her settle for less than a man on his level. Kevin Samuels' target market, his target audience, were men who didn't have money. This is why he worked so hard to get women to lower their standards and lower their I had to restart this thing, sorry. This is why he worked so hard to get women to lower their standards, to give the average guy a chance, to give the guy who doesn't have money a chance, to give the blue collar worker a chance. He tried to embarrass women, and I'm looking for a video that someone said that he said what he likes about the Chinese is that they beat down girls' self-esteem from the time that they're young, so that by the time they get older, they're not on that stuff, that they're humbled from the time that they're little. And that's what he liked. I'm looking for that clip. But yeah, in the presence of a man who is a bona fide millionaire who women like and will go to and be with, like these men, for some reason, it seems like they feel like they got to embarrass women and talk down to women and call them bees and scream at them and holler at them on the show and try to denigrate them and try to make them go down lower, because this is revenge of the nerds. I mean, look at this guy with his balding patch on his head and his facial features and his demeanor and his countenance. You can tell that he was never really great with the ladies. And go look at my video for where he was laid up in the bed. Amra Foodle, that's his name. Laid up in the bed with white boys, kissing them and talking about, you're my Negro, right? Calling him you a baby, and the white boy calling him baby and all this other stuff, hugged up. I'm gonna miss you, baby. You my Negro. I mean, come on. They were never good with women. Now that they got a little bit of money, they want to embarrass, lambast, denigrate, and try to destroy the esteem of women. Why? But look at him. Look his face. Look his face. Look, his face is like, ugh. He looked disgusted. And he gets up and he walks out. He's like, yeah, I'm good on this.
Appreciate it.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm good on this. I'm out of here. Like, yeah. I think we really need to ask ourselves the questions of who is really talking on these podcasts and who is it that they represent? Are they representing men that are truly good with women? Or are they representing men who have always been bad with women and are now using their platform as the avenue to be able to exact their revenge? All right. All right. I thought that was another good segment. Waka Flocka. All right. Is his name not spelled? I thought it was Waka Flocka with an A, but they spelled it with an O on here, Waka Flocka. So anyway. Somebody said somebody looked like a dehydrated mole rat. That's terrible. All right, let's jump into the next video, because we have a bunch to get through. I appreciate all of you, and thank you so much for sending the apples through. I'm going to check the apples in just a moment. So go ahead and get those in. All right, let's see. Humility to speak in a way your partner will hear it. Humans of New York. We did that last night. Let me just color code these so that I know that we did those already. All right. Men, the leading cause of death in pregnant women. I mean, it's not a fun topic to talk about, but let's get into it. All right. Okay. Oh, there's no sound. Give me 1 second. I gotta.
Stitch this with a fact so ridiculous you didn't believe it until you looked it up yourself.
Men are the leading cause of death of pregnant women. In a study published by Obstetrics and Gynecology, researchers examined death certificates and found that women in the U.S. die at more than twice the rate by homicide than they do from complications of childbirth. And men are the offenders in 90% of homicides. And to the surprise of no black woman ever, researchers also found that they are 2.5 times more likely than non-Hispanic white women to be the victim of a homicide while pregnant. Researchers believe this is due to the fact that black women are understandably more distrustful of law enforcement and therefore slower to call them in cases of domestic violence.
Listen, did you all hear that?
Stitch this with a fact so ridiculous you didn't believe it until...
Ladies, black women, call the police. Stop giving these men chance after chance after chance to harm you. All of these men who are talking about how abortion is this and that, they don't really care about the kids. They just want to advocate for other bums and bum men to be able to get their DNA and offspring into the world. They don't care about taking care of the kids once they're here. They're just interested in using you as a vessel to get their offspring here. And then look what's happening. The leading cause of death, far outside, far greater than that which happens during childbirth. And with black women, the numbers being astronomically higher. Stop giving these men chance after chance. And listen, please understand, listen to your instincts. And please understand that you being pregnant is a very, very dangerous time for you in this country when you are with the wrong type of man. So make your decisions wisely. I am an advocate for pro-choice. I am an advocate for you not giving birth and tying yourself to a person whom you know that you don't want in your family tree. What are your thoughts about this? Like, I don't even know what to say about this. When I heard this, my stomach dropped and I looked up the facts myself. And it was befuddling. I don't even know what to say. I don't even know what to say. We got so many men who are talking to women about avoiding this and avoiding that and choosing this and doing that. But we don't have people talking to the men. Where are the people? Let me say that again. Where are the people talking to the men? Where are the people really creating change? Where are the people going to the foster care and these orphanages and getting these children that no one is adopting? Where are the people who are, oh gosh, this is just so, it's so alarming, it's distressing. And we have men talking about the abortions and how the most dangerous place for a black child is in a black woman's womb. That's because the man that she's with, the black man she's with, may beat the baby out of her. How many shows do we have to do with men who are giving women gunshot abortions? I mean, we've spoken about that on this show. You all are on TikTok, the videos that were going viral of people who were in toxic relationships and the sheer number of men who were shooting the babies. Let me do that again. And the sheer number of men who were shooting the fetuses out of their wombs. Come on, the false outrage. Where is the outrage about this? Where is the outrage about protecting pregnant women? Where's the outrage about protecting women, period? The FBI, listen, the FBI, the last official count that they had is that every 6 hours, a black woman is unalived by an XY. Come on, we have got to do better. We've got to protect women. We got to protect children. We got to protect black women. And we have got to protect pregnant women. What are we going to do? All right. That was a sad segment to do. Yes, I know. Let's all right. Let's jump into the next video. Let's see what we have up next. When a woman has a side dude. I don't know this video because some of these I put on the list a long time ago. So let's see what this is here. Oh, this is a good video. Oh, this is a good video here. I want you all to see this. This is a good video. This is a good video. All right. And you know what? If you all know who some of these people are in some of the videos, because a lot of these are reposts, you know, you can always let me know in the comments so that I can make sure that I tag them and they get their due. All right, let's jump in.
What makes you think that you can have two niggas at one time?
What makes the nigga think that he can have two bitches at one time?
Because we niggas. We men.
Same shit.
No, it's not.
Say we break up for that year or whatever. I may have a nigga and I may have a side nigga too. Like, shit, you cannot trust these people.
So it's okay for women to have side niggas.
But when a motherfucker really be playing with you or some shit like that, yeah. If you want to have fun, I'm going to have mine too. When you ready to come inside, I'm going to come inside too. I got to have backup.
Because if I found out, let me explain this. Because if I found out that my main chick had a side nigga, you know, I'm not going to do anything. I'm just let you go.
You can break up with her. You can work it out with her.
Work it out. Ain't no coming back from...
What? So it's okay for you to do it, but it's not okay for me to do it? Stop making these standards. Who made them?
I don't know who made them, but that's just the way it is.
That's not what it is. Sometimes women will stick around with the nigga after he's done her so wrong until somebody better comes along.
Mm-hmm. And then you keep both of them.
No, you might break it off with your old nigga. Mm-hmm. Or you might keep both of them.
This shit ain't right.
Listen.
Stop playing these fucking games. If you don't want to play the game, don't start it.
I'm done playing games.
Women can be faithful.
Listen.
What makes you think that you can have two niggas at one time?
What makes...
This is classic. This is classic. Women, take your power back. Look at this young lady, how beautiful she is. And she doesn't care. This is why you got to get on a different program than this throwing yourself at the feet of XY who are not treating you right. Look at her. Boobs sitting up, young and beautiful. She got the weave or whatever this is. And he's talking this junk and she's letting him know, listen, if you outside, I'm going to be outside too. When you're ready to come inside, I'll come inside as well. But just know that you may be the one getting cut off for the new dude. Listen, she said it. She said it. And I want you to pay attention. Look how his face softens. Look how his face softens. And then I want you to see what it is that he does at the end when Look, listen.
Till somebody better comes along.
And then you keep both of them.
Listen,
Break
he
it off with
learning.
your old nigga. Or you might keep both of them.
This shit ain't right.
Now let me
Well,
play that
stop
part
playing
again. Let me play that part again. Let me play that part again because I want you to hear. I want you to hear.
Somebody better comes along.
And then you keep both of them.
No, you might break it off with your old nigga.
Look his face. He wasn't prepared for that.
Or you
Look
might
his
keep
face.
both of them.
Look
This
his
shit
face.
ain't right.
Well, stop playing these fucking games. If you don't want to play the game, don't start it.
I'm done playing games.
Women can be...
Look, I want you to look. Where's his hand? Where is his hand? Now he's trying to rub on her hand, talking about I'm done playing games. Oh, look, he's rubbing on her hand now. Because he knows that there's a good chance that some other man is going to take care of and enjoy that which he didn't take care of and lost. So now he's rubbing on her hand. Look.
faithful.
Look, he's rubbing on her hand. Look, I just need you to see that part. Look, he's like, that ain't right. I want you to see when he starts rubbing on her hand. He's like, I'm done playing games. And she not even, he's just, look, he's holding on to her pinky. I'm done playing. Come inside. You don't get them to act right by taking abuse. You don't get them to act right by letting them know that you're going to be around through any and every one of their transgressions. You get them to act right by having boundaries, by setting boundaries, and once that boundary is broken, being gone. Knowing your worth enough to know that there's somebody else out there who will appreciate you, or you will appreciate your time with yourself. It's like I heard this video the other day, and I'm looking for that video. Send it to me if you find it. I heard this video where the guy was like, these men think that they're competing with other men, right? They think they're competing with this whole, oh, you're going to die alone. Oh, you're going to this. Oh, I'm the prize. Oh, I can act any way that I want to. No, you're competing with a woman's peace. Listen, you are competing with the peace of being single, that you need to be a better option than that peace. You need to be a better option than being with yourself or her being with herself. You need to be a better option to that. That is what you are competing with. You are competing with peace of mind. You are competing with no angst. You're competing with no unknown foreign STDs coming into the house. You're competing with sanctity, peace, quiet, maintaining your self-love and your self-esteem without a person trying to break it down. That's what you're competing with. You're competing with girls' trips. You're competing with hanging out with the girls, or just being with yourself, traveling with your backpack on. You're competing with that. You're not competing with the next high value man or the next Pookie or the Ray or this, that. No, you're competing with a woman enjoying her solitude. You're competing with a woman not dealing with the nonsense. You're competing with non-headache. You're competing with the freedom, being free of you and your foolishness. That is what you're competing with. That. All right. Oh, saving money? Listen, I should have said that, right? Yeah. You know what? Let me add some more to it. You're competing with a person not having to worry about somebody wanting to jump up and down on top of them with some dry intercourse, some lazy intercourse, and then still talking about they want you to go 50-50 on the bills. You're competing with being able to build your money, not having to worry about another person, not having to train another person. You're competing with not having to do the laundry, the cooking, the cleaning, the life coaching, the babying, the laying there and getting pumped and jumped up and down on top of. You're competing with that. You're competing with not having to have craziness thrown down on the floor in your home. You're competing with no one eating your stuff from the refrigerator. You're competing with no craziness inside of the refrigerator that people don't throw away and then it becomes funky and all this other stuff. You're competing with not a bunch of shoes thrown down on the floor, not put away. You're competing with all of those things. You're competing with when you put something down, right? Listen, please, do not put curse words up on my screen while we're live. You're competing with when you put something down, it is there. When you have the house clean, it is as clean as you left it. When you put some food in the refrigerator, the same amount of food is in there. When you cook something, you cook the portion for however much it is that you need and you eat and that is what you're competing with. You're not competing with the other people. You're competing with peace. You're competing with peace. All right. Poets are saying people should not sleep together before marriage. Do that for yourself. Do that for your life. Do that for your life. Who needs to bargain pussy for a marriage certificate? This is not those olden days where you got to hold your pussy hostage so that because you hope that someone will marry you. We need to get into the 21st century and stop with those old paradigms. That's ridiculous. All right. Let's take a quick break right now. We're gonna get into the next video. The thing I love about this, the lipstick, is that it's 18-hour wear. All right. So listen, the link to the Cash App is in the description of this video. There's 450 people on YouTube. There's 1 person on Twitch and 50 people on Facebook. If each person sent $1, that would more than support the broadcast. So far, we have brought in $16 for the broadcast, and we have been on for an hour. So I want you all to take the time to contribute, support the content that supports you. So I'm going to put the Cash App link again here, www.cash.app, or you could just search for Tonya TKO, $TONYA TKO. It is a verified Cash App page, so you know you're sending it to the right place. So there's it right there. So I'm going to give you all a few moments to go ahead and, I guess, let it rain. You want me to talk about the Wendy Williams saga? You know what? That right there. So you can send through Cash App. You can also go to my website, tonyatko.com/support, www.tonyatko.com/support. That's if you want to send. Those get sent behind the scenes, so they're not read on air like the Cash Apps. If you just want to contribute, you can send it on my website that way, right? Ooh, Skinny says you're competing with great sex with someone else. That is true. That is true. Melissa is saying I just got laid off from Amazon. If I had the extra, I'd Cash App you. Listen, if you don't have it, don't worry about it. I'm putting the note out there for people who do want to contribute, because there's a content creator that I watch and I benefit so much from her stuff, but she doesn't have a way that people can support her. And like, I was even on Insight Timer, and I did this meditation with a young lady, and I was like, oh, how can I support you? I was like, let me send you some Cash App. And she didn't have Cash App. So it's like, as a content creator, I'm just giving a way that people can support if they want to and if they're able to. If you're not able to, then one way that you can support is by sharing the video. Share it on your Facebook page, share it, take a clip of it, share it on your Instagram, because my name is on the screen, so people should be able to find me, right? Share it in your WhatsApp groups, share it in your Telegram groups, text the video to someone, but not necessarily a long video like this, but on the other page. I'll give you the link to the other page. It is www.youtube, youtube.com at Tonya TKO Clips. Tonya, TONYA TKO CLIPS, right? Oh, what the Ross happened? I didn't do a forward slash. Hold on, let me try that again. Hold on. Copy, paste, and I need to do a forward slash at Tonya TKO Clips. So you can share this video, well, not necessarily this video because this is a reaction video, but when this gets cut up, like on the other channel are all of the shorter videos. Those videos are really bite-sized videos that can get people interested in the channel so that they will be here for the longer videos, because that Wendy Williams video needs to be broken down in an hour-long video because we have a lot to talk about. We have a lot to talk about in that. So share the shorter videos with your friends and loved ones so that they can get a taste for the knockout style, you know, the styly. And then YouTube will probably send them the videos from this page, which are the longer live videos. All right. So okay, so let's check see if the apples. All right, perfect. So a lot more apples have come in. Perfect. See, thank you. I appreciate that. So let's go ahead and check these apples, and then we're going to jump into the next. Wait, which link is not working for you? Ghost is saying promiscuity and fornication have and continue to destroy society. No respect for your body will result in no respect for others. That is a lie. That is a lie that you learn in religion, even using a word like fornication. We are here on this earth because people had intercourse as they chose. And we evolved to be able to have intercourse in ways that are smarter. However, the stuff that you're taught in religion, you got to question some of the things that you've been taught, right? We are here on earth because people had intercourse in ways that, for decisions, for reasons that they had in their hearts, minds, spirits, to have intercourse. That's why we're here. If you want to do PayPal, what is the PayPal? It's also Tonya TKO, but it's www.paypal.me/Tonya TKO. Tonya TKO. That's the PayPal right there. PayPal.me/Tonya TKO. So yeah, so let's stop. Exactly. Just Jay is saying trash character contributes to that. Folks, so Sags talk crazy. I lost that at the end, but absolutely. So it's like people who have poor character, people who behave poorly, people who that's what is destroying the violence and all of this stuff, and just that is what's destroying society, not intercourse. Intercourse is beautiful, and if it wasn't for sex, none of us would be here. None. Sex is natural. It's a natural part of life. We have wiring that exists on the inside that makes us go out there looking for intercourse. So do what is right for you and your life, but I can imagine that things are kind of dry back there behind the scenes in your life. I mean, honestly, you know. So do what you feel is right for you, but allow other people to do what they need to do for themselves. All right, so because you know what, we're going to watch Fresh and Fit get kicked off of an Australian show. Cinnamon, the link is in the description of every video. You're on YouTube. Just click out of the live comments area, click on the description of the video. The direct link is in the description of this and every video. So do that. You can also just do $Tonya TKO. It's spelled just like it is right here at the bottom of the screen. So you can do that and just send it right there, right? All righty. So let us jump into the cash apps, and then from there we're gonna look at Fresh and Fit get kicked off that Australian show. So let's go. Hey. All right, let's see what we have here. Okay. And so Tina T sent $5 and says, appreciate the content. Thank you. I appreciate that. Zahara says, Princella went on Fresh and Fit. Really? PJM says, you're beautiful. Aaliyah says, Tonya, you are beautiful. Phoebe sends $1. Brianna sends 10 for support. LaFeel says, freedom and peace, 1010. Absolutely. JJ sends $1 for support. Shonda sends $1. Kendra sends 333 for support. Linda sends 222 for knockout. We got Terry, greetings from Harlem. I was just in Harlem earlier today. And 333 from Liz says, thank you for inspiring self-love. Thank you for being here. Sherry sends 5. Tiffany sends 5, says, support, thank you. And Fly Shar says, compete with no stress and headache and ultimate freedom. Absolutely. 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 Oh, look, we have some more that have come in. Patricia sends $2 for support. Simone sends 50. Wow, thank you, Moni Moan. And she says, past my bedtime, but always worth it. Okay, ciao, Bella. We'll see you behind the scenes. All right. Maine sends $5 and says, support the show. Thank you. I appreciate that. I appreciate that. Now let's jump into this funny video. Where Fresh and Fit gets kicked off of this Australian show. I'll come back to the apples. Let me see. So far we've brought in $126. So I appreciate that. Thank you. Thank you. Go ahead and thumbs up the video, share it in your group, share it on your Facebook. No, you know what? You don't even have to share this video. Go to the other page and share the shorter videos. You don't have to share the longer one because this is going to be cut up. So if you're here, enjoy being a part of the live show. But here, so let's play this and let's see. I'm excited about my trip. I just want to just sit back and just relax and just enjoy life and living and just all of that. All right, here we go.
Men and women are not the same. Women like attention, men want sex. So my thing is, a man is capable of having sex with other women while still loving his girl the same.
You're actually saying that in a relationship, it's okay for men to go and explore other options, but we have to be happy with you and not explore options.
Absolutely. Closed on your end, open on my end, and I think there should be honest between the two.
Why? Why would anyone agree to that?
You can't just go throwing that thing around. I spoke to Dan Balserian. Yeah, I'm sick of you asking to finish your long, boring answers that are the same answer every time we ask you a question. Even Dan Balserian last week told me to my face, so fucking what, clown? Here you are on the show. I can turn you off as well. Just turn these clowns off. See you fellas, grow up, ring us back when you're 30 and you've got half a brain. You're not running around being led by your own dicks. Bye-bye. See you later. Turn them off.
Oh my word. Oh my
Men and women are not the same. Women like...
Oh my stars. Oh my stars. These Australian people were not playing. Oh my goodness. They were not playing. And they make good points. What healthy relationship has this man ever been in? He's not even 30 yet. The most he could have been dating is for 15 years. The most. No, he's not even 30. How old is he? Was he 26? The most he could have been dating is 10 years. What healthy relationships has he been in? I don't even know how old he is. It doesn't even matter. The point is that he's not had any healthy relationships. And he's coming on these, and I loved how he was like, I'm tired, because he was like, let me finish. And he was like, no, because he just started talking over him. Like he just punked him on the show because the guy is a punk. Look. So she's like, why would he do that?
Explore options.
Absolutely. Closed on your end, open on my end, and I think there should be honest between the two.
Why? Why would anyone agree to that?
You can't just go throwing that thing around. I spoke to Dan Balserian.
Look. Let me finish. Let me finish. And then look.
Yeah, I'm sick of you asking to finish your long, boring answers that are the same answer every time we ask you a question. Even Dan Balserian last week told me to my face, so fucking what, clown? Here you are on the show. I can turn you off as well. Just turn these clowns off. See you fellas, grow up, ring us back when you're 30 and you've got half a brain. You're not running around being led by your own dicks. Bye-bye. See you later.
Listen. That right there is some big avocado ball size energy pummeling that man off the line. That's some big meatball energy there. He was like so effing. Now, I don't know if it's big. I don't think it's Big D energy yet, but that's some big meatball energy that just came and said, so effing what? Get out of here. Bounce. And you know what? It's about time, because you know what? These people stay in their echo chamber. They stay in their one little corner of YouTube, and they bring up inexperienced teenagers and young ladies in their early 20s who they themselves, if a woman is 22, how long could she possibly have been dating? If a woman is 18, the most she could have been dating is for what, 3 years? What experience does she have coming up on the show? So it's like they bring up these young ladies who don't know anything, who don't have any life experiences, who don't know how to handle males like this. But these people, these Aussies, they did not play. These Aussies did not play. So these are people who have probably been married. These are people who have lived. These are people who have experienced and had life experience with both negative and positive relationships, right? And they're talking to some 20-something-year-old dude talking nonsense, closed on your end, open on my end. They're not looking for healthy relationships. They're looking for ways that they can humiliate, use, and abuse women. They're not looking for healthy relationships. They're not. And so, what did they call that? Steve Jackman or whatever? He got Phil Castle or something. He got castled. He got rooked. He got checkmated. He got stalemated. He got all of that. He got all of that. When people with a larger platform, more influence and more knowledge, more experience, who are not their little sycophants, they handle business. Kudos to you, Kyle and Jackie O. Kudos to you. All right. Yes. I like that segment. What did you all think of it? Thank you. Yeah, I like that segment. Yeah. They need that to get kicked off of somewhere. All right, let's take a look at the man who was put out of the car because he wasn't paying child support. This is a good video. You all sent this to me months ago to react to, so I'm glad that we're able to do it now. Tag somebody in the video so that they can be here and be a part of the live show. Let them see how we get down. The fun that we have. Let me see. The AC is a little cool because all these computers and lights get hot. Oh, you know what? Let's take a quick break so that I can get some water, powder my nose, and just make sure that everything is right. Okay, so how are my lips looking? Do I need any other coats? Because I've been eating. Before I jump off, let me know. I want you all to tell me how the lips are looking. Are the lips looking fine? Oh. So, how is everyone out there doing? Trisha's waving her hands. That was a good segment, wasn't it? That was a good segment. I want to keep them nice and short for my editor so that he can be able to edit easily. Oh, what time is it? We'll probably do 3 hours tonight. Okay, the lipstick still looks good. All right, perfect. All right, so I think I'm going to put a little bit of powder right here in this crease. We're going to jump to a quick commercial break for the text notification squad. And then when we come back, we're going to take a look at the next video of a man who gets put out of his friend's car because he refuses to pay child support for his child. It's like it's getting more and more ridiculous out here. Let's go. Are you tired of missing Tonya TKO's live videos? Arriving late when the video is well underway or about to end? Are you fatigued of only seeing a live video randomly while perusing YouTube and Facebook? Or worse, randomly unsubscribed? Well, now you can get a text notification whenever I go live. No longer are we dependent on the algorithm of these fickle platforms. For just $1.99 a month US and Canada or $4.99 a month international, you get a personalized text message 15 minutes before each live show. Now, you can show up early with the Text Squad, meet other people from all over the world, and get invited to secret broadcasts off-platform. Most importantly, support your favorite independent creator. Go to TonyaTKO.com and click on text. Join the TKO Text Squad today. For just $1.99 a month US and Canada, or $22 a year if you pay in advance, $4.99 a month international, $50 a year if you pay in advance, you'll never again be tardy to the party. I'll see you on the next broadcast. TonyaTKO.com/text. All right, and we are back. Welcome back. So the text notification squad is $1.99 a month if you're in the US, $1.99 a month plus fees, or $4.99 a month plus fees if you're international. So I do send texts all over the world. Just make sure my powder is blended in. Okay. So I do send texts all over the world, and you get the notification straight to your text. So no matter what happens on these platforms, you always know when it is that I'm going live. And if I get kicked off the platform, I know how to get in touch with you. You all are the first ones to know about sales and surveys, and we do interact behind the scenes. So Text Notification Squad is a great place to be. And there's someone who commented, the person who was talking about not having intercourse before marriage and stuff, and they were like, why did you insult me? I was just expressing my opinion. I'm sorry if you took that as an insult. I'm really just being honest. And I feel that the sex life, that whatever sex life it is that you're having, I personally feel that it's dry behind the scenes. And I'm sorry if you take that as an insult. I don't mean it to be insulting, but I imagine it's dry. If you think of the profile of a person who is on the internet, on a live broadcast, where no one is talking about premarital sex, and you're taking it upon yourself to put out there that people need to get married before they have intercourse, this lets me know that sex is not something that's really important to you. Sexual compatibility is not important to you. And if you're out here being so gung-ho, I really imagine that things just really aren't that exciting behind the scenes with you. And if you think that that's look, if you want, you can call in one day and you can let me know how exciting things are for you behind the scenes. And I can imagine that they're really not. This is your life. Before you know it, it's going to be over. Before we know it, it's going to be over. And when all is said and done, you're the one who turned down all of these fun experiences that you could have been a part of. Is every sexual experience going to be a great one? Are you going to get your heart broken? Yes, but this is life, and you live and you learn. And it's like, I read a meme once that says that at the end of our lives, we regret all of the no's that we said. Like, even if you say yes and you get hurt, you know, it's an experience. It's a, you know what I mean? It's like, I don't know. All right. Listen, let's jump into the video. I mean no harm. And listen, I want to get us back on track. Let's talk about the videos that we're reacting to. You're being distracting. And I will block your comments from being shown up. Let's talk about the video. Talk about the subject of the videos. Let's talk about that. Right? All right.
Used to take care of him, bro. She broke up with me and got with another. Bro, how you sound? You talking about? Cause I can't, bro. I can't take care of the kids. Shut that shit up, bro. I can't take care of the kids and she with another man, bro. Hey, dog, shut that shit up, cause you pissing me off, bro. I damn near ain't gonna want you in my car because I'm trying to tell you, bro. Like, you talking about? It is that serious, bro. Like, don't condone this shit, bro. He telling me right now, this man telling me right now, he ain't taking care of his kids because his baby mama got a new boyfriend. Listen, bro, who cares? Bro, I'm saying, who cares? Bro, who cares? I'm trying to explain it to you though, bro. Bro, it ain't no. Why do you care about, why you care so much for him? Listen to what I'm saying, bro. Like, you dumb too if you believe the fact this man just said out his own mouth, I ain't taking care of my kids because my baby mama got a new boyfriend. She posted a picture, bro, she posted a picture with her and the dude and my kids, bro, on Facebook, bro. Who give a f***, bro? This ain't about the man, that hurt my feelings, bro. It's about your kids, bro. Bro, you sound like emotional ass. You sound like a soft ass, emotional ass right now, bro. You mad about it ain't about your kids, bro. Don't tell me what to turn. You about to get out this motherfucker in a minute, bro. Nah, you want to kick me out? Because you got to fix that shit, bro. You got to fix that shit, bro. Like, ain't no way you can sit up here and tell me, bro, I'm not going to be friends with no man that don't take care of their kids. That bullshit ass excuse, bro. You ain't talking about shit right now. But but he grown, bro. Like, if you don't want to take care of my kids, you talk to her? Bro, no, you telling me. Every time I ask you gonna get your kid, like, no, I ain't gonna pick them up. She with that. Some weak ass shit, bro. You telling? She cheated on me with this man, bro. I'm hurt, bro. Bro, f all that, bro. At the end of the day, so your kid's gonna suffer because you mad about another your. That shit happens every day. Bro, that shit ain't cool. That shit happen every day. Bro, that shit happen every day, bro. Ain't no fucking excuse about you not taking care of your kids.
Thank you.
She took a picture with my kids. Like, that shit weak, bro. That shit over, bro. Okay, I understand it's weak, bro, but that don't mean shit, bro. Like, you acting like a ass right now. Like, I'm acting like a bro. You acting like a ass. You acting like a ass, bro. Johnny, you acting like a ass, bro. Johnny, you got kids with a right? If you got kids with a you taking care of your kids, and then you come home and cheat, and then she got another. She kick you out the house and move this in after y'all been together for 3 years, bro. Man,
You know what? Now that I'm listening to this with fresh ears, I wonder why she was searching for another man if she was with a person like him. You know what I mean? I wonder why she was out there romancing and getting romanced by someone else. He left a huge deficit. I don't condone cheating. But being with a grimy person like this may send many people out into the streets. This is unbelievable. He says that the woman moved the man into the house. So it wasn't just a fling. Ugh. Listen to his logic. Like, he's not taking care of his children because she's dating someone else. And listen to the guy in the back. The guy in the back is with it. What would our society look like if men held other men accountable like this? If men were like, listen, I am not going to be cool with you and you're not caring for your children. Like all of these people who were watching Kitten Heels and he abandoned his child when she was 9, had a live child support order on the internet where he had not paid child support from when his child was 9 up until 2022. He finally paid the child support. But it's like, by that time, he'd missed out on all of his daughter's life and he's giving advice to men about how to be what? How to be what? You talking about your high value and you got low morals? Let's
shut up, bro. Shut up talking that shit. Bro, you sound you sound dumb. You ain't finna talk that shit in my car. You take care of me. My kids, I would too. I would.
Wait, he said you take care of them. Did you hear that? You telling another man to take care of your children, the human beings that you created into this life? Yo, this dude is a whole bum.
You know why? Because you was my you don't want to take care of your kids. Here, you a bum, dog. You a bum ass for that, bro. You a bum ass. You said you just like the rest of these bum ass. You just like these bitter ass, sensitive ass busted bro. I don't give a bro. Like, I don't got no respect for you no more. I have zero respect for you no more, bro. Oh, my mama, because you can get the out my car. You gonna stop me out? Bro, you can get the out my car. Bro, what are you talking about, bro? Get the out my car. We in the middle of bro, we can box. Bro, we can box to get out my car. Yeah. Where we at, bro? Bro, I don't give a middle. I don't give a get out my car. You don't gotta get out my car. Mama, I'ma see you. Yeah. I'ma see you. Yeah, see, you can see me now, you can see me tomorrow. You gonna kick me out in the middle? I don't know. I don't give a. I'm not cool with no. Don't take care of their kids. Talking about with another. You ain't taking care of your kids. Bro, you don't understand, bro. Stop, bro. Get the out my car.
Why won't he get out?
I'm asking you nicely, bro. Get the out my car.
Look, he got a Monopoly thing on the back of his jacket. So you big money, huh? He got Monopoly on. You see the hypocrisy. And why won't he get out the car? He's like, I don't know where I live. If somebody tried to kick me out their car, I would just go into a rideshare app and just get picked up wherever the GPS says that I am. But, and you hear the guy in the back, like, people,
Get the out my car, man. So how am I gonna get back home? Get the fuck, I don't give a fuck. And this back here condoning that shit. No, I ain't condoning shit. Talk about why I care. I go to chill. You said you want to be cool. You gotta chill, bro. Shut my get the out my car, bro. You sit up here condoning that shit, I ain't condoning that shit, bro. You condoning that shit, bro. We the middle I'm not finna kick it with no. Look at this bum ass, bro. He deserved to walk. He deserved to walk.
He walking.
Bro, he in the middle. Oh, go take care of your kids.
Wait. He was walking.
You used to take care of him, bro. She woke up.
He was walking. Did you see him at the end? Hold on, I gotta see that part again. And then he rolls down the window to heckle him. Why wouldn't he get out? What was taking him so long to get out and go about his business? Yo, you know what? What would the world be like if more men, look, he's walking, held their friends accountable?
Go take care of your kids.
He heckled him. Oh my goodness, what would the world be like if more men held their friends accountable? I'm telling you, listen, I have had to remove myself from friendships before because I had this one friend, well, she was an associate, and the way she spoke to her son, I couldn't, like, it made my stomach turn the way she spoke to him. And she was spending, I ain't respected. I couldn't respect her, and I had to leave that friendship. She tried. Look, I got to leave it here on the Monopoly money man. This, you see this madness? Yeah. I had to leave that friendship because I just wasn't down with the way she spoke to her son, the way she treated him, how her priorities, because that says a lot about me. How I'm gonna be, and this is what I meant in that video that I did. Listen, you can't be rolling with me talking about how wealthy you are and your parents are living in squalor, or your mother is in squalor and she was a good mother to you, but you like, well, she just ain't whatever. You can't roll with me, popping bottles with me and all of that. You can't. While your mother is in squalor, you can't tell me how wealthy you are. And I understand, everybody's parent is different, and, we got to do what it is that we got to do. Unless it's an act of self-love, but if it's an act of abuse, I can't do it. And look. So this goes both ways, children and parents. I can't have you in my inner circle and you're abusing your family members. If you abuse the person who carried you in their womb, right? And now listen, if this was an abusive person who was abusive to you and you have to separate yourself as an act of self-preservation, that's a different story than what it is that I was talking about in that video. But what is this man's excuse? I saw a video once where the woman she broke it down piece by piece, how it is a matter of fact that when men no longer have access to the woman's body, that's when he doesn't want to take care of the children. That men who do stuff like this, who don't pay child support once they're broken up, that is because he's no longer able to sleep with her. And he will attempt to try to sleep with her in exchange for the child support. And it's like, I'm looking for that video. If any of you know where it is, send it to me on my website, tonyatko.com/contact. But he's talking about she's with another man, so he won't take care of his children. The children are his responsibility. He needs to take care of the humans that his ejaculation caused. They're constantly talking to you about don't abort, bring the children in the world. But what is it that they do? They just want the children to be here. Why? So that they can sit here suffering? As a matter of fact, we're going to play a video from a young lady who breaks it down why they want the children to suffer. But yeah, so he wants the children to suffer. He wants to pass on this generational curse. Power and control, absolutely. And it's also self-hate. He wants to pass on the hurt that he has felt in the past. He wants I ain't have no daddy, so why should you have one? You know, my father was orphaned as a child. And I asked him once, I was like, why is it that, you stayed around? Because, our mother died and stuff like that. And I was like, well, if you didn't have a father and no one taught you how to be a father, if you didn't have a father and no one taught you how to be a father, I asked my father, I said, sorry. I was like, if you didn't have a father, no one taught you how to be a father, then what was it that made you be so adamant about making sure that you were there every single day, before school, after school, helping us with our homework, doing this, doing that, and even still here till this day, right? And he said to me, I know what it feels like to be a child and be in school hungry. And I knew that I could not do that to my children. But far too many of these men out there, they want their children to suffer. They want victims in the same cell block with them. They want their child to suffer in the ways that they suffered. And my father is a man. My father is a man. This dude right here, I congratulate the man who put him out of the car. And the dude was like, I'ma see you. And the dude was like, you can see me right now. This guy is just an all-around coward. He's an all-around coward. He won't take care of his kids. And the guy said we could box right now. And he ain't do that. All he did was shove his hands into his pockets. Take a look. All he did was shove his hands into his pockets and walk and kick the dust up as he's walking away, right? Look. What did he do? Hands in his pocket, walking away. Look. Oh, his hands ain't even in his pockets. They just low down by his side. Kudos to you. More men need to do this. Men, look up, listen up. You all say that I hate men. No, I dislike the behavior of bums. I am congratulating this man. Are you all going to call him a simp? Are you all going to call him a simp? Because it seems like you all are the ones that don't like nice guys. You like the Pookies and the Ray Rays. You're like that dude in the back seat making excuses for this man. Well, I respect the driver. Those are the type of men that I respect. Don't tell me that I hate men. I dislike the type of behavior that bums like that exhibit. That's what I dislike. I dislike the behavior that bums like that exhibit. But I respect the man in the driver's seat. Be more like him. Be more like him. All right. I thought that was a good segment too. Oh. All right. Yeah. Now they're starting to call men pick-me's. They're calling, like, the dude who I had in my video, whose videos I react to, they're calling Ken Billions, they're calling him a male pick-me. They're not even original. Mm. All right. All right, let's jump into the next video. These are going good. Let's see how much time we've been on here. Oh, 1 hour, 40 minutes. Okay, okay. So now, woman puts on wedding ring. Oh, I thought this was a really good video. I can't wait for you all to see this one. It didn't go viral. Well, it may have gone viral because I saw it. But I saw this and I said, oh, I got to react to this. I got to react to this. Hold on. Hold on. Oh, damn it. It's a reel. Oh, it's a reel, so I cannot control. I have to refresh it. All right, perfect. Let me see if we could get a good screen up. All right, wonderful. I wonder if this other screen will be better. Hold on, let's take a look. Let's see this screen. All right, this screen is good right here. I want you all to see this. This video is so good and it gets right to the point. I hope there's not music in it. Let's see if there's music in it. All right, here. Let's. We need to refresh because we need this to play again, but I want you all to pay attention to what it is that you're seeing. All right? I thought this was so funny, so let's just start it over. I hope the sound comes up when we start it over. Nope. Here. Ah! Look. So what is it that you saw in this video? What is she saying? You see a woman, she looks so sophisticated, but every time she slides that ring on her finger, look at what happens to her. She's transported into a life of servitude and looking, I don't want to say haggard, but unkept. She's scrubbing toilets. Look, this is what they want you for. They want to take you from this beautiful, glamorous look. They want to take you from that and turn you into this. This is what they think a wife is for. Marry a maid. They think that you're supposed to feel honored to scrub their toilets, to take off your beautiful dress, and then they wonder, oh, why aren't you like you were when we first met? Because she's stressed out. She got cortisone levels bulging out her belly and all of that. She can't get her hair done. No time for nails. Look, what is it that you're seeing? This short video says so much in it, and women are waking up all over the world. What did this say to you? Because this said to, and then look, she's miserable. She goes from having boobs pushed up to now being in sweats, hair bun on top of the head, scraggly and raggedly looking, making up beds and all of this because they want to take you. I remember when I was in my 20s, I saw this documentary on the wild parrot. And so I had just left my mother's home to go to college. I just left my parents' home, rather. I had just left my parents' home to go to college. And they were trying to pluck me off the tree. Older men who had lived their lives and had done what it is that they needed to do. They were coming trying to pluck me off the tree. Fresh little 18-year-old, right? And I saw this documentary on the wild parrot. Did you all know that when you capture part of the reason that it's illegal to capture wild parrots is because they die in captivity? Did you know that? They die in captivity. And there are people, let me say that again. They die in captivity. And there are people who go and poach and steal these wild parrots. And countries condemn this because they cannot survive in captivity. And I remember when I was 18, I was like, these older men are trying to trap me. And I felt smothered and suffocated, and I wanted to live my life. I didn't want to go from being someone's daughter, being someone's student, and then going right into being someone's wife, and then going right into being someone's mother. I didn't want that to be the trajectory of my life. I wanted the opportunity to be me. I wanted the opportunity to travel and see the world and cultivate myself as a woman and a human being. We saw what our mothers went through. We saw what our grandmothers went through. And they pulled us aside. Either they pulled us aside and told us what it really was, or we saw them. We saw them. My mother got married when she was a teenager. And I remember what it was like when, now that when we were big, you know, she started to want to travel and, you know, do these types of things. And then she died. She never got the opportunity. And so I saw that. And I was like, am I willing to give up my life, my youth, in exchange for activities that are going to cultivate me as a human being, to enhance my culture, to enhance my knowledge, to create who it is that I knew that I was going to be? Or do I want to leave all of that on the side to be some man's maid, some man's young trophy because I'm a teenager and he's trying to get with me? Did I want to give up the life that I knew that I wanted to live in exchange for diapers and being locked down and being locked in and being locked up? You can't let me out. You can't let me out. Locked up. I didn't want that. And so I lived my life. I chose me. I chose me because there are no guarantees on this. But I chose me. I chose me. I chose to travel. I chose to start businesses. I chose to start, well, the YouTube page wasn't really a choice, but it happened nonetheless. But yes, I chose me. I chose me. And men are scratching their heads and racking their brains trying to figure out why women don't want this. Why women are waking up to, well, you know what? I can remain single. I can live my life, have fun. I don't have to get saddled down. And when I get old, I'll just travel with my girlfriends and I'll just live my life and do that. That I don't have to worry about being there. Look, I could take my laundry to the place to have them do my laundry and then drop it back off. I could hire somebody to come do a deep clean once a month or once a week or however long you want to, however often you want to do it. Right? And they're wondering why. They're wondering why women, let me start that again. They're wondering why women are wondering why women, okay, sorry. Let me start that again. They're wondering why women are not choosing this or choosing this less and less. Because you can have your freedom and live your life for yourself without becoming a maid. It's like they don't want to cultivate and they don't want to help you cultivate who it is that you are as a woman and a womb holder. They want to lock you down to keep you in the house, just like that woman that we showed you who married the passport bro, and now she can't even get money to, he won't even, and now then she's up on the internet crying in tears, begging for money to just do little things with. He won't let the children go into daycare. He won't let the children go into school. She's trapped inside the house. So yeah, I like this video. This made a lot of sense to me. What are your thoughts on this? All right. Okay, let's see. All right, let us put our color code on here to just show the videos that we have already gone through. So let's just put the purple on there. Okay, so how many more videos do we have now? So we have, all right. All right, so we have, why is this like this? Why did Why did the oh, so now okay, so the writing turns white when you choose some of them. I don't know. But nonetheless, let's go ahead and jump into the next video. The next video is a Charleston White video, and this guy is very problematic, but the message that he's giving, I thought needed to be heard. But he, in and of himself, is a problematic person. I want to give that caveat. Hold on. I want to give that caveat that he is a problematic person. So I'm going to say that once the video comes up on the screen, because all right, yeah, let's get this. All right. So, editor, listen, this is a message to my editor. Please leave my caveat here in the beginning, because I definitely need people to know that I'm not down with Charleston White, that he's very problematic. So I'm going to just put that part in. All right. All right. So this is Charleston White, but he's a very problematic person. He is an admitted capital R wordist. So I just want you to know the vessel from which this is coming. But I felt that the sentiment that he expressed was one that, because we're in a male worshiping society, that maybe if it comes from a man's mouth, even a problematic male like him, that maybe it'll have some weight and people will listen. But, you know, hopefully this will be the only time that I ever have to play him. But let's go.
Like Fresh and Fit. Them niggas some suckers. Yeah, Fresh and Fit, they some suckers and they some marks. Let me just tell you something. I think passport bros. I think the passport bros, I think those are suckers. Nigga got to go out the country to go get abroad. You a sucker. Them ain't nothing but down low homosexual men that play footsies with each other. Now them niggas some more. You see how they talk to women? Now when I got on the show, I put some macking down. I showed you niggas how to mac to the young bros. Did y'all notice when I was on them niggas show, them little hoes listen to everything I said? Them niggas were beating up on the bitches. Them niggas some niggas that couldn't get no pussy in school. Now look at them. They beating up on the girls because they in a better position. Now, only the strong can show compassion for the weak. You niggas don't show no compassion for them young girls. And I notice y'all pick on girls just left their mamas and daddy's house. You niggas don't go get no women. You niggas don't go get no married women that got a strong man and talk to them. You niggas go get the most vulnerable young ladies out of our population. I think both you Fresh and Fit is the weakest black man talking. You niggas is some watered down Kevin Samuels. When Kevin Samuel was alive, you couldn't get no attention. You niggas ain't got the pizzazz. You niggas ain't got the wherewithal. You niggas ain't got no swagger. You niggas is some rich suckers. I think every nigga hollering passport, the passport bros, I don't want to be in no group that end with bros. I come from an era where they say and hoeing, that bros over whole shit. Yeah, you play grab ass and pull your pants down. Yeah, show each other booties, playing, getting out the shower, that kind of shit. Other countries.
Wait, I mean, we did show the video of Amur Foodle, now known as Myron Gaines. We did show the video of him laid up in the bed with a man. Men. So there might be something to it. Minana.
Thinking them foreign women like you because you something. They only like you because they know the American dollar spin well over there. You try to shame them little girls and again, y'all some pussy. That's what they be doing, baby. They don't know how to ask for no pussy. They don't know how to put their arm around no woman and talk to her and say, yeah, baby, you know what I'm saying? I played basketball in school. They don't know how to say no shit like that. They want, hey, I'm a male and you're a woman. And I'm submissive and you're submissive. I'm on top, you know, because God made me first. Why do you think the woman makes...
It's strange to hear him speak with enunciation. So he does control how ignorant he sounds. So he is able to articulate his words and enunciate. This is strange hearing him speak like that. My.
If the woman makes less money than the man, I want some pussy. I don't give a damn about what no woman. Man, fuck all that shit. Yeah.
Wow.
So it's been a very
interesting. Hold on.
Listen to everything I said.
Wow. So this guy is straight disrespecting them. He went onto their show and they gave him a platform onto which to speak and get more notoriety and fame, even as problematic as he is. And then he came out afterwards, and you know, we showed that video with Waka Flocka and how the ladies were meowing and purring with Waka on the panel. And then he's talking about how when he was on there, he had to teach these men how to talk to young ladies, that they're always angry and they're getting vulnerable girls from the population. How much better way can it be said more succinctly? These are things that I have said in the past and that other female content creators are saying, but maybe it took a man to say it in the ways that he said it. Because look at what they're doing on their platform. He's always angry and roided out, calling women bees and screaming. I'm talking about Amra Foodle, right? And he's always going off on women, hollering at them, targeting girls who are 18, 19, 20 years old, just left their mother's house, don't have any life experiences, and don't know how to speak up to men. And they bring them on to the podcast, embarrassing them and giving, it's just unbelievable. But yes, they do seem like they are participating. You remember the movie Revenge of the Nerds? If you haven't, it's a movie from the 80s where these nerds got revenge on the cool kids and where these nerds got revenge on the cool kids and the jocks and the pretty girls who didn't want them. So they started, I was young at the time, so I don't remember the movie and what happened in it, but I know that they exacted revenge on them. But yeah, what is this? Oh, hold on. So yeah, that's exactly what it seems like a lot of these guys on these podcasts are doing. Is anybody asking them what their mental health is like? Is anyone asking them what their qualifications are to speak up on any of these issues? What healthy relationships they've had, what experience they have, whether or not they are getting and seeking mental health care, what some of their unaddressed diagnoses may be, because they're going up here on worldwide platforms speaking to millions of people, and we don't know where their mental health is. I told you all, I get checked out every year. I make sure that I sit down in someone's chair and I get evaluated. It was difficult during the pandemic because there was a crisis in the country, but nonetheless, other than that, I get checked out every year to just make sure. So there are people who are like, oh, Tonya, you're crazy. Your mental health is this, is that. No, I get evaluated by a professional, and a person who is trying to use mental health to shame a person, I can tell that you're not getting the help that you need. So what is it that these people are doing and proving that gives them credence to speak up? Just like when Fresh and Fit got kicked off of that Australian podcast, and they was like, once you become 30, come and get some sense, come back. It's like we got these young 20-something-year-old people, men and women, going up there trying to make rules for relationships when they really need to sit back and listen to the elders. Yes, they need to sit back and listen to the elders. Let people with some sense and training and qualifications and people who have taken the time to cultivate themselves and become educated and learned and certified in certain areas speak up. But other than that, they're just up here on these podcasts speaking from their place of brokenness. They're up on these podcasts spewing out their unhealed trauma and dramas onto the world. Unhealed, not doing what it is that they need to do. How can a mentally unhealthy person get you into a healthy relationship with his unhealthy advice? How? Make that make sense. All right. I thought that was a good segment. What do you all think? What do you all think? What do you all think? We're going to check the apples in just another moment. Oh, wow. Wow. We're going to check the apples. So we have a super apple that has come in. So we're going to do that in a moment, let me see. Let me get this. I got to get back into my screen, and we got to refresh the captions. What is that? Why is that so small? Oh, okay. Okay. We got to refresh the captions because the captions, once we're on for like 2 hours, the captions begin to malfunction. It just is the way it is. So we just have to refresh that. Oh man. I'm starting to get sleepy and I haven't packed yet. So 2 hours, we have another hour to go. So if you need to eat or do whatever it is that you need to do, if you need to go to bed, that's fine. These videos are going to be cut up. We have a lot more videos to go through. So let's see where we are in the video list. Oh, the captions start. Sorry, I didn't put the new one up. All right. Whew. Whew. Okay. So let's see where we are. What do we have up next? So we did this video. So we did the Charleston White video. So let's see. Feminism exists because men misbehave. We did that one last night. Black man looking for a woman who is impressionable. Oh, yes, we need to do that video. That one was a good one. That one was a good one. All right, let's see. Black men complaining that white baby mama is a 304. Wow, we got to move faster. We got to move faster. Some women don't want children. Black man, wife had a better plan. Married men live longer. Flo Rida's son falls out of a window. Black man 33 loves young women 21 to 25 because they're malleable. I think that's the same video. Black man just finds out how much daycare costs. Black man likes malleable young women. That's on the list 3 times. Why? If men don't like playing games, they should stop starting them. We did that one already. We did that one. Let me delete that from the list because we did that. We covered that video already. Black men who abandon children really hate themselves. Yes, that is the one. That is the one. Please stop typing these words on my on the live screen, please. Please. Oh, I'm tired. I need to drink water. So Flo Rida, and then the child fell out of the window, is in critical care right now. I want to talk about that. Let's get a drink first. All right. How's the lipstick looking? Still looking good? I look like a doll baby. All right. A pack with me live stream? No, I need to get into the right mental space. I had to get into the right mental space to do this video, and then I need to decompress after this video and get into the mental space for a vacation. So no, I won't be doing that. I really need to just put all of my energy into making sure that I don't leave anything because I'm going to be gone for 2 weeks. So I need to just make sure that everything is copacetic. Like I do all of these videos in one block because for me, it's easier to be able to hone in my energy, to be able to do these heavy topics like this and be able to be engaging and entertaining and talk about it and participate in these discussions. I really have to, kind of fortify myself to be able to do this. So let's take a look. I need to... Black man looking for a woman who is impressionable. I need the longer version of that video. I remember I had done it a few different times because there were different segments of that video that he was just, oh, no. We're supposed to do the man. Oh, no. That's the next one. So let's put that up. Let's put that up and see. Let's see how long it is. All right. So this one is 3 minutes and 5 seconds. Let's take a look at the next one and see how long that one is, because it's on the list a few different times. Black man 33 is looking for a woman 21 to 25. Malleable young women. This one is on Instagram. So let's take a look and see how long the Instagram one is. And it doesn't have a time, so you can't even stop it. All right. He says he's looking for 21 to 25. So it looks like this is the same video. Let me delete this one because it's the same video. Delete. Okay. Delete. All right. Perfect. All right. So, here. Let's delete this one too, because we already did that one with the guy who was rubbing on the girl's hand when she said two could play that game. All right. So, all right, here. Let's get the TikTok video up and then jump into that one. Let me refresh. We're going to check the apples in just a moment. So I appreciate that. Right now, there are about 600 people on YouTube. If every person gave $1, that would really support the broadcast. So I appreciate those of you who have contributed. There are different ways to contribute. The Cash App link is in the description of this and every video on all of the platforms. So let's jump right into this video. All right. I just don't wanna stop. Oh, my love. 1,000 kisses from you is never enough. All right, let's go.
And take advantage of her. Why does she need to be impressionable? If a woman wants to respect you and give you the respect to lead and be her partner, why do you need to have that level of power over her if you're not trying to manipulate someone?
See, it's not power, it's impressionable. I've never seen a successful partnership where the other person wouldn't allow themselves to be impressed upon. If I'm a person and I got a vision, I got a plan, I got a whole program, I would think that the person that wants to be with me is willing to learn and willing to adopt some of the ways, or even some of the principles that I have.
That's not impressionable. Impressionable is basically getting someone to do what you want them to do because they're easily swayed and easily persuaded to do what you want them to do.
Who said that? Did you make that up?
Well, I
like when you hire somebody, you look for somebody that's impressionable. But why would I listen?
Right, so you can train them. So you can, when you hire somebody, you're about to train them.
Now,
and that's why you want them impressionable.
If we're principally connected, there's nothing wrong with that person wanting to do things.
No, but but that's what you said. You want them to be impressionable. This whole the men aren't out there, so this is why women have to focus on career. We're not dumb, incompetent, stupid idiots that are waiting around right after we get out of our home to be taken care of by a man. A lot of men that can't even take care of themselves, right? But even if you do, that man might die. Then what?
I do think it's okay to have your preferences. The one thing that I have kind of an issue with is, yes, you have a program and do you want a woman to get on board, but you're asking a woman to get on board with a program that you have no intent on keeping her on board.
That's the problem.
And that's the problem that I have. So now you may say, well, she knows what it is, but maybe she doesn't. You know why? Because she is younger and
doesn't have experience.
Whereas an older woman may be like, oh, I know what this is.
I can recognize it.
I can recognize this. I'm okay for being on it for just a little ride.
Absolutely.
So I think that's my thing. And then you look at a lot of women got on board with these men and they got kicked off the board with children and baggage, and then now goes back into this dating world and men like you don't want them. So what I'm saying is if you don't want those women, why are you helping to create them?
This is the thing.
Woman that doesn't have 10 years of niggas experience.
Can you
so that
also
you can
learn
teach her how to
through
go
mentorship?
left and right?
Can you also learn through mentorship?
So are you trying to be a
is it
mentor or
fair
are you
to
trying to be
say-
her nigga?
So is it fair to say that a younger woman can also have the same level of discernment as an older woman?
No.
A younger woman doesn't have to go through all of these niggas to learn.
She either has to have a dad to teach her, a mentor, or
What you
either
just said is a younger woman doesn't have to have relationship experience to have relationship
that the younger
experience.
woman that I date have no father figure?
Because
Why
you
is that
said, no, I didn't say anything about father experience, but you said, I want somebody that doesn't have experience. That's exactly what you said.
That has negative experience.
10 years of niggas is what you said.
You
so
said
you
10 years
whether
of
that
niggas.
whether those 10 years of niggas were negative or positive, she had 10 years of niggas.
of men that didn't work out.
In fairness.
Not one time did you say a father.
In fairness. And
I want to know, how can you mentor when you've been through?
Ooh, lot of mercy. Lot of mercy. You know what? One of the things that I want us to pay attention to is the fact that this guy is using words and he doesn't even understand, or he's like, did you make that up? So this guy is super ignorant. He's not learned. He's not educated. He hasn't done his own due diligence, and he's up here speaking on a podcast. This is what I'm saying. What is the qualifications of these people before they get on a podcast? Like, he doesn't even know the words that he's speaking. So it's like he's looking for a girl that he can train, right? But he's looking for a girl who doesn't have experience with other men. And now he is adding into being a bad experience for that young lady for another man. He's one of the 10 N-words that he doesn't want another woman to have when he gets with her. So now he's taking up the space of these young ladies and not doing right by them, adding to the brokenness that exists in our society. It's like, if you really care about men and you care about the world and you care about dating, if you really care about the field, why would you be out there creating the very same women that you say that you don't want, creating them for other men, being bad experiences for them? This is unbelievable. So it's like, we have these men who get up on podcasts just talking and just spewing. And this is exactly what he's talking about, an employee. Oh, when you get an employee, don't you want someone who's impressionable? That's not your employee is not your partner. And when I remember years ago, I read about this company that was really successful. And this was a company, it was a small business that grew really large. And they said that they actually looked for people with an entrepreneurial mindset. And they looked to hire people who have an entrepreneur's mind, because those are the people who bring in the innovation. Those are the people who figure out how to create new systems. So if you're just looking for a rote employee, a person to perform rote tasks in the home, if you want that marry a maid, then of course you don't want a person who's going to come in and be in partnership and have ideas that they are also going to share with you that you need to implement, as well as speaking to you about things that you need to change within you to be able to become the best version of yourself. You're talking about mentoring a girl that you're with. No, a partner is not a mentor. And this is part of the mistake that many people out there make. Your partner is not your mentor. Your partner is your partner. You all are in partnership. It's like, why would you want to get with a person with an extreme amount of power imbalance? And when I personally looked up, what are the precursors for abuse? And one of the precursors for abuse was a tremendous imbalance in power, a tremendous imbalance in financial capability, and race. Those were the three top ones. Social imbalance. There are people who get with Black people because they know that Black people are considered societally at the lowest rung on the ladder. And they get with Black people because they know, look, if I call the police on you, you're going to be the one who's going to automatically be thought of as guilty. If I do X, Y, Z, I have power in society. You don't have this power. I can say something and people are going to think that I'm telling the truth. And this goes for men and women. This is why you have to be very careful and vet. So the three main precursors, you heard them. Rewind back if you need to hear that again. But why would you want to be in a quote unquote partnership with a tremendous imbalance? That's not a partnership. That's a lordship at that point. And I think we know why certain men want to lord over women. Look at him. He looks pequeño, doesn't he? I mean, I just want you to take a look at him. Doesn't he look chiquitito? Doesn't he look pequeño sitting there on the couch? Just take a look at him. Take a look. Doesn't he look chiquitito? I mean, from the side, he even kind of looks a little ladyish. I mean, I don't even know. Look, we're going to play another video from him so you can see his face up close. Let me see if we can find one in here. But look at him. I don't know how tall he is, but he seems small. He has SDE, or is it LDE? All right. I don't feel that that segment was as powerful as it could have been, but I did my best in the moment, you know, with no script, just going off the cuff. But you never know, because when I see some of these videos in the playback, I got all of my points out. So here, I wanted to play this video. This video went viral a few months ago, and I wanted to play it then. Should we do an Apple break now? All right, you know what? How long have we been on? Let's take a quick bathroom break, right? Let's take a quick bathroom break, and then we're going to come back. When we come back from the bathroom break, we should do the apples, and then I want to get some more of these videos out. Oh, there's so many videos to go through. Let me see how many more videos we have. We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Oh my God. We have 8 more videos. And that's just in this video block. Oh my God, we have 8 more videos. I think I'm going to end this video here and come back for a part 2. Oh, Apple, please. Okay. But I need to use the ladies' room first, and then we're going to do the apples, then we're going to end this video, and then we're going to come back and do the last 8 videos. Should we do it that way? Or should we just push through and try to get all 8 of those videos? Because I'm like, if each video is 5 minutes, that's an additional 40 minutes. Like, if we're doing 8 videos, that's an additional 40 minutes. And yeah, let's just push through and just do just the straight video. All right? Let's just push through. We're gonna take a commercial break so I can use the ladies' room. Then we're gonna come back. We're gonna do the apples, and we're gonna jump and just push through those last 8 videos. Oh my goodness! I need to stretch out my legs. Oh my goodness gracious me! Oh my! Oh, all right. Whew, I got popcorn on the floor. Oh Lord! I didn't realize I was eating so wild. Oh, okay. Goodness. All right. We will be back in. Oh, I didn't put the commercial up. Let's put the commercial up, and then we'll be right back. Are you tired of missing Tonya TKO's live videos? Arriving late when the video is well underway or about to end? Are you fatigued of only seeing a live video randomly while perusing YouTube and Facebook? Or worse, randomly unsubscribed? Well, now you can get a text notification whenever I go live. No longer are we dependent on the algorithm of these fickle platforms. For just $1.99 a month US and Canada, or $4.99 a month international, you get a personalized text message 15 minutes before each live show. Now you can show up early with the Text Squad, meet other people from all over the world, and get invited to secret broadcasts off-platform. Most importantly, support your favorite independent creator. Go to TonyaTKO.com and click on text. Join the TKO Text Squad today. For just $1.99 a month US and Canada, or $22 a year if you pay in advance, $4.99 a month international, $50 a year if you pay in advance, you'll never again be tardy to the party. I'll see you on the next broadcast. TonyaTKO.com/text. Are you tired of missing? All right. Yes. Welcome back, everybody. Welcome. If you've been sitting down for a while, get up. You know what? As a matter of fact, let's bust a wine real quick. Let's bust a quick wine and just get the juices flowing If you need to stand up and dance with me, come on. Stand up and dance with me, right? Come on. Come on, come on, come on, come on, come on, come on. Come on. Come on. Oh, let's get this. Let's get this. Oh, let's get these hips moving. Hey. Here we go. Oh, come on. Hey. Hey. Listen. Get up out your seat. If you're at home, get up out your seat. Come on, come on, come on, come on, come on, come on. Hey. 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 Woo-hoo. Woo-hoo. All right. All right. Yes. 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 Okay. All right. All right. All right. Yes. That did get the juices flowing. All right. Okay. There we go. All right. So, thank you. I appreciate you all. Let us. Oh, we're gonna do the apples now. Okay. So and we got a super apple, so that's more chance for movement. So let's get this. Listen. You hear that? You hear that? Hey! That was fun. That was fun. That was fun. That was fun. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. I do feel much better. All right. So we have Dar S sends $100 and says, for all the times I wanted to love you, Cinnamon. Hold on. Wait a minute. What's going on there? Wait, what? What's this now? All the time. Wait, what type of love are we talking about? Are we talking about a family type of love? Are we talking about a sisterly type of love? What type of love are we talking about? Are we talking about an eros type of love? What are we talking about here, Dar? Thank you. I appreciate the love. Thank you. Thank you. All right. Fran sends $1 and says, love the show. Hashtag FNF. Melissa sends $5 and says, thank you for helping my daughter and I. We love you. Well, shout out to Melly and baby. Thank you. And Kiana sends $111 for support. I love that name, Kiana. It's so pretty. All right, so let me refresh. Okay, so we have one more in and says, your segments are fantastic. This is from Anita. Thank you, Neat. All right. Whew. All right. Let's see. It is 11. I am leaving in a few hours, actually. So I really have enough time to just pack, get a nap, and then jump onto my flight. All right. All right. So, okay, let's jump into the next video. Which video are we doing next? Let me take a look and see. Oh, here with the baby mama. Yes. Yes. Okay. I thought this video was important for you all to see. All right. Whew. How did this get so big? All right. So here, don't give these women children. They are a waste. 304 trash. The truth about custody, court, and child support. Let's take a listen. Let's take a listen. And I thought this was important because I need Black women to start understanding that when you see these men online, that you need to pay attention. And I want you to hear this. I want you to hear this right here. Let's take a listen.
I'm going to try to keep this video very short. So essentially I had court today. I'm going through family court and child support court. And essentially my daughter's mom is going to feign incarceration in order to help her negotiate a custody agreement with me. Let me give you some background. My daughter has lived with me for the past 3 to 4 years. I've paid for everything for my daughter at all times, all the time. Now, I'm also on the PTA. I've also been class dad. I'm also at all of our field days. I have videos, pictures, receipts, everything, evidence to prove this. Let me tell you how fucked up court is. Court can look at all that and write it off as a gift. Your love, taking care of her, paying for everything, buying her everything she needs is a gift. Because court is about what's enforceable, not what's ethical or moral, right? So court doesn't care about who's right or wrong. Court cares about whether they can prove that you broke a law in their eyes, even if the law is not good or not right, you know. My daughter's mom basically said to me, and I'm not kidding about this, as long as you pay me X amount of money for child support, you can have custody of your daughter. She doesn't care about our daughter. As long as I give her money, I can have custody. Does that sound crazy to anyone else? Does it sound crazy to anyone? Like, besides me, doesn't that sound wild?
I'm not understanding what it is that he's saying. Well, my first thought is you should have chose better, right? My second thought when I originally saw this was, I bet he's not, because you know what, we see Black men and we automatically tether our image to theirs. But a lot of these men who come up, like there was that basketball player that was talking about baby mamas and all this other stuff, and he was making it seem as if he was talking about Black women, but most of his baby mamas were non-Black. He preferred preferences. So they're up here complaining and they drag Black women and people associate Black women with their complaints, but the woman that they're talking about is whom? So what it sounds like is he doesn't have custody. It sounds like he is, quote unquote, taking care of his daughter, but the woman has custody. And so she's wanting him to pay child support to her while he is claiming that he's taking care of the child. And one thing that I want you all to remember is people lie. People lie to you, they lie to me, and most egregiously, they lie to themselves. And not everything that somebody says is the truth. Like when these people are calling up on my line and they're talking to me, you all are assuming that everything that they're saying is the truth. When a man is telling you why he broke up with his ex, you're assuming that everything that they're telling you is the truth. This is why you have to ask questions. And you have to be unrelenting with your questions. And sometimes you have to come back a little while later and ask the question again and see whether or not the answer has changed. Because listen, when you don't lie, you don't have to have a good memory. But listen, if you know like I know.
Why? The fact that she can get away with saying this in a court of law and nothing happens is unbelievable to me. Something needs to change. The law needs to change, and we need to fight for that. There are plenty of men like me who want to take care of their children, who are in their children's lives deeply, love their children, deal with the bullshit from the world, the stress of the world, the stress of the mom not being a mom, and then have to be mom and dad, and then have to do their daughter's hair because the mom won't do it and says it's because she's white. That's what I deal with.
She won't do the hair. Why? What's the reason that he says that the woman won't do the hair? Did you hear it? Did you hear it? So he's up here talking about women are trash and all this other stuff, calling her a 304 and all this other stuff. But she won't do the hair because what? What's the reason?
And then have to do their daughter's hair because the mom won't do it and says it's because she's white? That's what I deal with. I can't do her hair. She's white. I'm Black. What you talking about? I looked on YouTube and practiced and got better, and boom, now her hair gets done. So it's crazy. The fact that these women, especially white women, have all of these securities and all these pockets and all these rules and all these laws that benefit them. But me,
Oh, wait a minute. Weren't we just talking about this? Hold on. I only got a few kernels left, and I'm saving them for this broadcast.
I had to
here.
build my shit up out the fucking mud. Out the fucking mud to be able to take care of the shit I take care of right now. To drive the shit I'm driving right now. I gotta build this shit the fuck up. And guess what?
Guess what? You should have chose better. We talked about the three main tenets of abuse. Power imbalance, money imbalance, social, racial imbalance. Those are the three tenets right there. He didn't realize that a white woman had more social power than him. That's part of the reason that he probably got with her, because he wanted the white man's daughter. Oh, listen. He wanted the white man's daughter to come in and make what? His DNA better? What? He got with a woman that is not even interested in doing the hair. And how many of you out there know non-black women who are just not interested, no matter how preferency the hair is to us, and probably to him too, right? Because we talked about how when you see all of these father-daughter videos of the father doing the daughter hair, 1 out of 300, you see 300 of them, 1 out of 300 will be a black daughter with 4C hair. Other than that, it's all of these men happy to be with a daughter with shiny hair, shining in the light, that has the preferences here. That's when they come out and they're so happy and so proud to be with their daughters. Dancing, do, in little TikTok videos. But yeah, well, this is who he chose, right?
It don't matter because nobody cares. Because you're a man, especially a black man. Who the fuck cares? I don't want to hear your shit. So I just keep it moving and keep going, but I'm never going to stop fighting. So I'm just letting y'all know. Be careful who the fuck you have a kid with. Love your kid no matter fucking what. But the law, the rules, America, it is not in your fucking favor. The court system is fucking rigged. All they want is money because all they get paid from is child support. Period.
He's telling lies. He's telling lies. Men actually have an advantage when they go into court, especially black men, because there's so few of them. Short. But a black man going up against a white woman in court, I don't know about that, but I know men in general, when they go to court, they get preferential treatment because the system was built by men. But him now going up against a white woman in court, I don't know about that. But most men who moan and cry about child support and those sorts of things, most men who do that, they're lying. They're lying. Most men who are talking about all of the things that they do for their children, they're lying. So many of us are so used to just taking anybody that we see in a broadcast and taking it at face value that we don't even weed through what is fact and fiction. How many times have you spoken to a man about what the situation is with him and his ex, him and the child's mother, him and what the situation is, and they're talking about, oh, I gave her money to pay this, that, and the other, but she never paid that. But then when you start digging in a little deeper, those are lies. Those are fabrications to make him seem a certain way. So you have to look and see a person and see. You calling women trash and a waste and a 304, that's the 304 you put your penis in, and I'm sure you put it in there more than once. Because the things that you valued about her were apparently not good character. You should have chosen better. What was the criteria that you used? What was the criteria you used when you were choosing? Or was it just that she had white skin? And you know what? I took a gander at his social media pages, and you could tell from his continence that he wasn't going to be with a black woman. You could tell. So more power to you, brother. Listen, all I can say, pink oil moisture. Look, I don't know what to say. I don't know what to say. Because he's saying something. He's talking about the car he drives and he does this and this, that, and the other. All he does, he work hard and all this other stuff. Petition the court for custody. He says she's going to feign incarceration. What type of woman did you get with? Now she's a jailbird too? You heard him. That was the first thing that he said out of his mouth. Hold on, let's look.
So essentially I had court today. I'm going through family court and child support court. And essentially my daughter's mom is going to feign incarceration.
Who you done got with? How many of you from the 80s remember that show Dangerous Women? And they had Sissy and all the girls that were in that prison and all that other stuff. So you done got yourself with a dangerous woman? Listen, you better be careful out there, my boy. You better be careful out there, my boy, because if you know like I know, listen. These women are arming themselves, slicing you up with a ginsu, and then when the police come, they bring in them Burger King and thinking, oh, you know what, I ain't going to go too far. But listen, I don't know what, look. Nonetheless, listen. Say it with me now. Say it with me. You know what I'm going to end the segment on. You should have, what? Say it with me now. You should have chose better. 5 finger slap. I really don't know what else to say. You know what? I feel like getting up and doing the you should have chose better dance. Here. Let me do the you should have chose better dance. Here. Come on. You should have chose better. 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 You should have. Hey. You should have chose better. All right. Yeah, I don't know what to say. Look. You should have chose better. I don't know what else to say. You should have chose better. Vet these women. But they don't care because all they got to do is show up and be white. That's it. Choose better, brother. Choose better. But they don't care about none of that. They don't care about none of that. Look. Let's go on. Let's go on. All right. This next segment is Some Women Don't Want Children. Let's see what that is. Let's see. Okay. Oh, goodness. I don't know why I be so silly sometimes.
40, you're gonna want kids. 40, you're
Oh my gosh, it's loud too. Let me turn this volume down. You should have chose better. Chose better. Where is my YouTube? Here it is, YouTube. All right, let's see what we have here. Somebody is jamming outside. They playing that Calm Down song. Calm down. Calm down. All right.
40, you're gonna want kids. Stop saying y'all don't want kids. That's a damn lie.
Have you considered that some men don't want to have children? They just want to make children. They don't want to raise them, but they want their child to carry his last name. Some men only have children because they'll have a built-in maid, cook, house cleaner, shopper. But have you also considered that some women don't want to have children because they fear a lack of support? being high risk for postpartum depression, fear of not being able to recover mentally or physically because of the changes incurred by pregnancy, having a child isn't a game at all.
40, you're gonna want kids.
Oh!
Stop saying y'all don't want kids. That's a damn lie.
Have you considered that some men don't...
That was too short. That was too short. That segment was, I thought she was going to go in, girl. I would have listened for more minutes. I really would have. Isn't this what we've been saying? They want to marry a maid. They don't really actually want to take care of the kids. They just want the kids to come into the world. They want to saddle you. Some of them want to burden you with a bundle of joy that they have no intention of ever caring for. They're just going to leave that in your hands. So it's like when women are weighing the risk. I remember there was this saying that I used to hear when I was growing up from the elders. They say, mama's baby, daddy's maybe. I mean, why don't you all think about it? The children that, hold on. My seat is falling all over the place. I gotta fix my cushion. I gotta redo the. Oh. All right. Yeah. Sorry about that little segue. All right. All right. So let's do this again. What part was I up to? Oh my God. I was saying mama's baby, daddy's maybe. Right? All right. Hold on. Let me drink some water. All right. When I was growing up, the elders, this is what I was going to say. Think about this in your own life. If you have brothers and sisters, whose children is the family closest to? The brother's children? Like if I'm talking about if they're not married, like if he didn't create a family, or your sister's children, whether she's married or not. So like, as a matter of fact, right? When a brother is married to the woman and he brings the woman and the children into the house, right, or into the family, you're closer to his children, even more so than when your sister gets married. Because when your sister gets married, now that is another man's household. But unmarried brother, unmarried sister, whose children are you closest to? You're closest to your sister's children, even under best circumstances. Now, what about the terrible circumstances in which the brother is not caring for the kids? How do you ever have access to the kids when they're in another woman's household? Now you have to go petition her family to see the children rather than if it was your sister. The children are automatically there. They're automatically there at the family gatherings. They're automatically there at the family functions. So it's like when the brother has children out there, it's more difficult to be able to get the children into the family fold. So he's talking about at 40, you're going to want kids. Stop saying that. That's selfish. No, you want children. Speak for yourself. And you know that the only way is going through a woman and her womb. They're fighting, trying desperately to be able to come up with an artificial womb. And that has been debunked. It's not available. And I can imagine that it will never be available while we are in the state of consciousness that we're in right now. We're just not there as a species. We're not evolved enough to be able to handle the science of an artificial womb. Not yet. There's a lot of work that we need to do as a people and as a species. So it's like, they just want the children in the world. They don't want to care for the children. They just want to know that their family tree is living on and that they planted a seed and the seed is going to bore fruit and there's his apple is out there. But what about all that it takes to cultivate that seed into a fruitful human being? What about all of that? So she's talking the truth. They want to induct you and bring you into their home to be a maid, if they even marry you. They just want you there for the domestic duties, child raising, child birthing, and then they want to disrespect your contribution in the home. All right. Let's keep pushing. Let's push. Let's push. Let's push. Let's push. All right. All right. Why is this? It's because all of these just have different shapes. Let me take a look at this one. See. Mm, mm, mm. All right. Let's just get this up. We're just gonna have to chop it. Oh, that's not the right one. But we're still gonna have to chop it. Because the screen is not right. There's so many videos I want to react to, but we're doing the best we can right now because we can't react to 500 videos in one night, and I got 500 to react to. All right, let's take a look at what this man is saying.
Construction company when I was 19. I shut it down because
Oh, this has music in it.
when I was 19. I shut it down because it was too hard to pay the bills and pay everybody else. So I went and I worked for somebody else's plan, right? So only reason I went back into business was because she had a better plan than I had. She said, oh, you're building $100 million for somebody else. We can build a couple million for ourselves. Oh, they raising $10 million. We can raise a couple million for ourselves. Now she'll be honest. She ain't gonna do it. She gonna give me the play and I'm gonna run the ball. But why the quarterback can't listen to the coach? Quarterback lead the team. Damn, that's a bar. So ain't no ego in that. I started my first construction company when I was 19.
All right, so I want you all to pay attention to what it is that he's saying. And like that guy who was talking about how he wants a young, impressionable girl and he wants to train her and all this other stuff. When you're in a partnership with the person that is capable and adept, you know what? It's really interesting. I was able to witness some drama unfold behind the scenes last year, right? And the drama that I saw unfold behind the scenes was a guy who had gotten himself into some trouble. And when he started making phone calls down the list to see who could help him get out of the trouble, the women that he had been dealing with were ill-equipped mentally, physically, resource-wise to be able to deal with the trouble that he had gotten into. They didn't have the mental capacity. Others didn't have the desire to even help him. Others dropped him like a hot rock. And he was just like Kitten Heels. When Kitten Heels died, he was in the presence of a woman who he had met the night before, a woman who was taking D and D strokes and deep strokes all on IG and on these different porn, not IG, I'm sorry, OnlyFans and on these different porn sites, etc., right? She didn't even know the number to his apartment to give to the EMTs or the ambulance. She didn't even know that. Far too many men like to get with ill-equipped women. They like to stay out of commitments with people who can care about them and just have these random flings thinking that they're the man, but when all is said and done, they're spinning their wheels, they're depleting their resources, they're not building generational wealth or their legacy. They're just out here sitting by the dock of the bay, virtually, just wasting time, watching the tide roll away. Oh, I was sitting. I mean, this is what they're doing. They're just spinning their wheels. And I respect this. I respect what this man is saying. I respect that he found a woman who could be in partnership with him in a relationship that worked for them. He said the woman has all of these great ideas. His wife may have a better idea than him. He says she's not going to implement it, but he is going to take the position of the person running the play. And he's going to listen to the quarterback. Now, I personally feel that more men need to take themselves out of certain leadership positions and allow themselves to really be guided by people who are more skilled, more innovative, or innovative, as I heard a British woman say, innovative, right? People who may have more innovation, and a woman who may have great ideas or be able to balance the books better or be able to participate in some sort of task and skill at a rate or level that exceeds your skill at that task. And that's okay. We got far too many men who are talking about they need to be the be all end all leader, beating on their chest, and they may not be capable of leading as well as she is in certain areas. Now, does a woman want a man to just sit back and be her son and she do all of the leading and caretaking and all of that? No. However, people need to be in partnership with people who are capable so that they can be able to feed off of one another, to build and grow the empire by listening to the genius of the people who may be around you. Like, I always thought when they were keeping little kids in cages down at the border, I always thought you never know which one of them might be the person who has the cure to cancer. You never know who might be the person there who is trapped in a cage that we think is lesser than because they're brown skin or indigenous in genetics. But this person, you just don't know where talent is going to come from. And we have far too many men that want you to be submissive at all costs without even getting into partnership with you to balance out, okay, what are you good at? What am I good at? And how do we come together and bring our skills together? I mean, any married woman out there will tell you that there are things that she is better at than her husband. And if he's smart, he takes the back seat and lets her do the things in the partnership that she is better at, and vice versa. Vice versa. That to me is a partnership, not a person lording over you thinking that they do everything better because they have a penis. All right, that was that. I think that was a good segment. What do you all think? If you're enjoying the show, make sure that you thumbs up. I see some more apples are coming in, so I'm gonna grab those. How many more do we have? We have, oh wow, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 left. So we've only done 3. All right. Let's go into this. This one should be a short one. Let's see. All right, here.
And live.
Oh my gosh. Hold on. It's because the sound, when it refreshes, I just wish that it's like the it's better on TikTok. I'm gonna look for her name on TikTok because it's better on TikTok because it's Lisa Billiou. Let me look for that on TikTok. Because TikTok you can pause. Let's see, Lisa Billiou. Here we go. Let's see. Let's go to her page and see. Oh, me Ross. Where's the page? Let me. But you know what? Oh, she has a lot of just different types of videos. One thing that I like about. Oh, here. See, so here. See, it's on TikTok. Much better. So we can control the whatchamacallit, because for some reason that's not the right thing. For some reason, Instagram they try to keep you trapped there without letting you do the controls for your for the video, but that doesn't make any sense. This is why they're trying to shut down TikTok now, because they can't compete. This is what I'm saying. Innovation. They didn't want to innovate, but now they want to hate. All right, let's go. Let's get this volume up.
You said that married men live typically longer than single men. Married women don't typically live longer than single women. And in fact, we probably die earlier.
Men live longer because she makes them go to the doctor. She yells at him when he's texting while he's driving. I mean, it's like she's the supervisor. She's the super ego, if you will. And they're taking care of their brood. Women live less long because of the chronic stress from the men.
I literally, when I heard you say that, I was like, well, what do we do about that? Like, and in fact, actually, what do we do about that?
You take care of yourself. You know, when you're on a plane and someone says if cabin pressure goes down and the masks come down, put yours on first. And women don't do that. I have seen they take care of everybody else and they don't take care of themselves.
You said that married men live typically.
You know what was the annoying part about this for me, right? The annoying part for me is this part right here. This is the part that's annoying.
Makes him go to the doctor. She yells at him when he's texting because she makes him go to the doctor.
Hold on. Let's
live longer than single women. And in fact, we probably die earlier.
Men live longer because she makes him go to the doctor. She yells at him when he's texting while he's driving. I mean, it's like she's the supervisor.
That's the part that was annoying to me. It's like, come on. We got these humans that are constantly beating their chest saying that they should be in charge, but they can't even govern themselves. You got to be their life coach, their supervisor, their manager, their mama. You got to be all of these things. Why does a person have to tell you to go to the doctor? Why does the person have to yell at you to stop texting and driving? Why do you have to yell or fuss for him to stay away from certain friends? And then when those friends end up riddled with holes like Swiss cheese laying on someone's sidewalk, and then when that friend ends up riddled with holes like Swiss cheese laying on someone's sidewalk, then they look at you and they're like, you saw the news? Oh my goodness. Thank goodness for you, baby. Then all of a sudden they want to thank you for it. But it's like these psychologists, professors and scholars, neuropsychologists are constantly saying that men need to just sit in the back seat and let women lead, right? Let women be the leaders, right? And men be utilitarian. You know what I love? I love when men come into my comments and they're like, men built all these streets and all these roads. Will you? And I'm like, yes, you all are great at building, fighting, and warring. Yes. Let me pull this back to the beginning because it's going to stop soon. You all are good at building, fighting, and warring. Yes, you're good at manual labor. You're not even good with governing your own sex drive. You're not even good. Look at the president of the United States over there sticking cigars up in people's coochies in the damn White House when he's supposed to be running the doggone country. A little intern, not even a average looking intern at that. He couldn't even resist the temptation of a flirt in a skirt. That he done put the national security of this country at risk, getting himself impeached and all of this. It's like, you all are not even able to look after your loins. We're going to have to find another way because this beating chest, I'm strong, me man, me have beard, me should lead. And I know from personal example, I know from personal experience that there comes a time in men's lives when they really, 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 really need to listen to their woman. They really need to listen to their woman. And if they're smart, they're amenable to it, because she has an intuition and a wisdom that seems to stretch far outside of his. You know, men have evolved and they've incarnated into making decisions from very low nether regions. And if you hear what this woman is saying in this video, the man, he's admitting, he's sitting there talking about how men live longer when they're in relationship and partnership with women. And you remember that show I did where the guy who faced several amputations because he himself, even with the warnings from the doctors, didn't stay on top of his health. But then what is the alternative? For a woman to be like, no, now, honey, no, you got to make sure that you, no. And it's like, men, you all have got to do a better job. You all have got to, instead of being up on these damn podcasts talking about women and coochie and hooter and cooters and how to get this and that, you need to be talking with men about how to cultivate themselves, about how to take care of their mental health, about how to plan their own doctor's appointments, about how to be competent. I'm sure you all have heard of weaponized incompetence, but it's like that. The stress of being in relationship with men is decreasing the happiness and liveliness of women, decreasing the lifespan of women. And it's like they wonder why women are waking up and making a different choice. God, like I said, they're not competing with other men. They're competing with your peace. All right, that was a good segment. I like that one. I think I did a good job on that one. I think I did a good job on that one. All right, let's jump. Oh, this one is just a post. It's not a video. All right, let me see if I could get IG up on here. Whew. All right, here, let's take a look at this post. So we're just going to be talking about this real quick, right? So this happened on March 29th. All right. Oh, why is my name all the way on the side? Golly. I don't know how long it's been like that. Oh, that's not the right one. Oh, that's how it got on the side, because that is tethered to this thing. Hold on, I need to move one logo independent of the other one. Uh-oh, my mouse is dying. All right, so on March 29th, rapper Flo Rida's son. Give me 1 second. I just need to. My mouse. Oh, jeez. All right, there we go. I need to just make this larger. Give me 1 second. All right. All right, there we go. All right, you all ready to jump into it? All right. My mouse, I'm gonna have to switch out my mouse. Give me 1 second, y'all. I gotta switch out my mouse because this mouse is dying. Where is my... I need to do a better job. Oh, here it is. But I do need to do a better job keeping up with the mouse. Let me put that over there. I need to plug in the other thing. Give me 1 second. Oh, you know what? I should not be messing with wires while I'm live. I should not be doing that. All right, hold on. I have two mice because I cannot be down without a mouse. All right, so let's talk about this. On March 29th, rapper Flo Rida's son was sent to the ICU after suffering a tragic fall. You all have told me that he abandoned. I don't know much about his past with this woman, but you all are saying that he abandoned his child and the mother of his child. And from what it is that I read in the report, she was in a building that had such poor maintenance that they had this broken, you know, the child rail guards, they had this broken child rail guards that and other maintenance issues that were not taken care of in the building. This is part of the reason why people advocate for these stars who have all of this money, that the child support that they pay be in alignment with the lifestyle of the father. So here we have this superstar whose child was living in such impoverished conditions that they didn't have proper rails on the window. So his child, we'll read it for you. It says, according to the Hudson Daily Voice, Flo Rida's 6-year-old son has sustained critical injuries after falling 5 stories from a window. Now the child's mother plans to come after the building for negligence, right? And it says here, let's read a little bit more if we can get it to, when Zohar Dillard hit the pavement from the 5th floor, he suffered shattered pelvis, metatarsal fractures, a grade 3 liver laceration, internal bleeding, and collapsed lung. His mother, Alexis Adams, had placed the building at fault for being negligent and not installing sized guards on their windows, leading to the unfortunate incident. Adams is seeking compensation to cover the treatment of her son's injuries. As a single mom to a special needs child, this feels like a nightmare, Adams stated. My heart is broken into a million pieces. It is devastating to see my child go through so much pain and trauma, knowing that this could have been avoided. Dillard was diagnosed with autism and a brain condition. Keep him in your prayers. So I'm like, these men, they don't understand the importance of these types of men, not all men, because some men out there are doing the right thing, but these types of men may not understand the importance of having your child live a lifestyle akin to what it is that you can provide. Like, what type of person would want to see their child living in the conditions where the building doesn't even have proper rails to protect the child? And it's like, I wanted to do this segment real quick because I want people to really think about, because, you know, when we start hearing these large numbers for what some people are receiving in child support, yeah, let them get that so that they can be in proper surroundings, so that they can be in safe environments. Yeah, let them get that. What is the alternative? What is the alternative? Like, how do you, as a person, feel comfortable knowing that you're living a certain way and your child is in some rickety apartment where the building is negligent and he's not even safe? And that's just inside the building. Imagine what it's like outside. I want us to start having more intelligent dialogue, more nuanced dialogue about these child support situations, because it's like, oh, I don't want her spending money on nails and bags and all this other stuff. You know that your child requires money to live. You know that your child is inhabiting space inside of a home or an apartment. You know that your child needs things to stay alive, to eat, to roof over his head, clothes, which children grow out of their clothes which children grow out of their clothes every 6 months. You know that it costs money for your child to live. So if you see her with her nails done or hair done, just know that your child is still incurring costs. You don't know what money she used for her hair and nails, and it's like, come on, the pittances of that. It's like, look at the big picture. The big picture is, are you willing to pay for an apartment that is nice enough for your child to be safe? Even if you're not with the child's mother anymore, are you willing to also cover her half of the rent because your child is the other half? Are you willing to pay for the half of the rent of the person who is the full-time caregiver for your child? This situation is tragic in so many ways. And listen, I don't know the full circumstances of all of that. You all can discuss it in the comments. But what I do know is that his child was in an apartment that was grossly negligent, according to the mother, that the rails, the guard on the window wasn't even large enough or big enough to be able to protect the child. And now who is it that's suffering? It's like they want to see their seed get into the world. But that's a fragment of a 30-year journey. Because at 18, your child is not ready to go out there into the world on its own. So it's like getting the child into the world is a small part of the journey. This is a lifelong journey of your family tree. Don't you want your child to be safe? Don't you want your child to have the best of food, the best of tutors, the best of nannies? Don't you want that for your child? Even if it means that a woman that you no longer have sexual access to also benefits from the apartment or the home that your child lives in. Are you willing to do that to make sure that your child is safe? This is why I fully and wholeheartedly support that man who kicked the dude out of his car because he was a deadbeat dad. It's like, how do you roll with a person like this? How do you roll with a man like this who is not ensuring that his child is living in conditions akin and on par to what he would be afforded if he lived with him? Come on. Or if the mother and he were still together. That was a difficult segment, but I think I did a good job on it. You know, you have to be really sensitive with these types of things because, you know, people don't want to hear folks that they love in the media be talked about in this way. You know, they just want to pretend like everything is all good. You know, let's pull this up and see what we have here. I think this is the guy who's talking about the age that he wants the girl to be. I think this is a different podcast, but it's that same small little chiquitito man. Yeah, let's see.
Fucking love young women.
Slayer.
Between 21 and 25.
21.
21 and 20.
You're 33.
I'm 33 years old. It's been the best fucking experience.
I think I know why.
The best experience. Like, these women typically very malleable, right?
So this is a whole completely different podcast. And he's up there with a different group of people because they're laughing at this. And he's talking about this malleable thing. So that means that he's been saying this and has never been challenged on what the word actually means. Because you remember on the last podcast, he didn't even know what the word meant.
Very cooperative, extremely cooperative, right?
Kevin Samuels Jr.
Exciting. Listen.
For sure.
No, let me tell you, because I'm just being very honest about my experience. Like, they don't have many negative experiences. So they do truly give you grace. I fucking love
grace. Wow. What are your thoughts on this segment? So he's 33. He's looking for a young lady who has just left her parents' house, who doesn't have experiences with men like him. Why? Why is it so important for him to be with a young lady who does not have experience, who's malleable? I mean, does he want his daughter at the age of 21 to be dating a man like him? And these ladies sitting up here on the podcast laughing. I don't think that this is funny. I don't think that this is funny. I really want your thoughts on this because these men give predator vibes. These men give, I don't want a partner. I want a person that I can control and contort. And we've seen the reports of what happens to women who are in these power dynamic relationships. So the three biggest tenets for that people use to determine the likelihood of abuse, and what it is that they saw in the vast majority of cases of abuse was power imbalance. And many of these power imbalance comes from age imbalance, power because of their influence imbalance, power imbalance, money imbalance, which also leads into also the power imbalance, and racial imbalance. So when there are these huge imbalances, the situation becomes rife for abuse. And we have seen so many stories go viral of what these men do once they have all of that power. You know how the saying goes, power corrupts, and absolute power corrupts absolutely. And so he wants all of this power over a person, calling them malleable and impressionable and all of these words that show that he's looking for an empty vessel for which he can impress himself upon. But he said he effing loves these women between these ages, but he hasn't married any of them. He has a slew of young ladies. He has a slew of girls who have had a bad experience with him, because I can tell that he's a problem. And there's this girl looking up. I think I know why. I think I know why.
I'm 33 years old.
Yeah, I think I know why you like these young girls. And look at her face. She looked concerned after all of that, because she was smiling at first, and then I don't know. It's unbelievable that he's hopping from podcast to podcast. And what qualifies him to speak on this? Where is his marriage to a 21 to 25-year-old young lady? Where is his marriage to one of them? So he's out there creating all of these broken hearts and baggage for the next man out there. He doesn't care about his brothers, because if he cared about his brothers, he would leave the field untouched. He would only pursue those women that he could see himself marrying, but he has to first be in a position to get married. How much do you want to bet that this man is not ready to get married? If he is, prove me right or wrong. Come on to my matchmaking show, Matchmaking Monday. Come on, let's get you matched up, because apparently you out here in the streets roaming and creating a bunch of broken hearts and broken homes. Well, I don't know about the broken homes, but I'm sure broken hearts. So you out here in these streets creating a slew of broken hearts, messing it up for the next man. And then not only that, if you're dating the 21-year-olds, who are the 21-year-old guys dating? Who are the 25-year-old guys dating? It's like, do you really care about your brothers? And you are depleting the field, mashing up these women for the next guy. All right. I thought that was a good segment. Let's get to the next one. We have 2 more left. What are we looking like on? Damn it, we've gone over 3 hours. Shoot. Let's move quick. Let's move quick. All right, hold on. Let's move quicker. Whew. After this, we're going to check the apples. So if you want to get your apples in, go ahead and send the apples through now. Oh, let me give you all an opportunity to send the apples through, right? Oh, we've been on for 3 hours. If you're enjoying the broadcast, if you enjoy the videos, share the video, support the broadcast, support the channel. Send an apple through. The link for the Cash App is in the description. It's also spelled just like my name right here, Tonya TKO. I'm recording these videos now because I'm getting ready to head out on vacation. So I want you all to have content while I'm away. I will try to do some live videos. However, I want to give my editor enough videos to be able to edit over these 2 weeks that I'm going to be gone. All right. So we are going to, it is $Tonya TKO. The link is in the description. TONYA-TKO. It is a verified Cash App account. So I'll give you a few moments to do that. I'm just drinking a lot of water. I'm going to run to the ladies' room again. So we have a minute that you could click out of, because I know you all don't want to miss any part of the show. So let's jump to a quick, should we do, because I'm afraid we might have a mishap. Just Jay, are you talking about something else, or are we talking about the broadcast? Ugh. All right. All right. So let's go ahead and let's just start recording. So at the top it says, just seen somebody say daycare is $900 a month. Best birth control ever. So let's hear what he has to say to that. Let's see.
What's daycare costs? And I'm officially on birth control. What in the hell? I had initially heard 900 from somebody. They got in the comments and said, when my baby was an infant, I was paying close to $2,000. Man, that's more than my rent. If I pay $2,000 at a daycare, I am a tenant. All the rest of them kids, y'all go home, but me and my baby, we staying because I done paid my $2,000. If you got multiple kids, what do y'all do for a living? Are you a doctor that sells dope on the side? What do y'all do? Salute to all the parents, man, because y'all the real hustlers. $2,000? I need to keep my semen to myself.
Yes.
For budgeting purposes. I just found out how much daycare costs.
And you know what? And I support him on that because 100% of pregnancies are caused by sperm. No, but on a serious note, there are far too many men out there who are ejaculating hairy-carily into all of these open wombs. A female's orgasm does not bring forth an egg, but you are releasing your DNA with each ejaculation. Let's just be honest with ourselves about this. You have 100% control over whether or not you choose to ejaculate. You have control over whether or not you get a vasectomy. But these men out here not liking condoms, going in raw, ejaculating in raw, and then getting upset when a person gets pregnant. I think it's a setup. I think they do this purposefully. I think they do it knowing full well that a pregnancy may occur, because how are you going to call yourself a leader and you can't even lead your semen to stay inside your body? Like, you control that. You don't ejaculate inside of people. Control your semen. So he's talking about how people are paying $2,000 a month. Yeah. And these men are complaining about child support. The average man in the United States pays under $200, under 200. Let me do that again because I need to, I want to, let me see, because I have the data. I actually have the data. We're not going to go into the data. Let's see. Let's go into the data real quick. Let me look for child support. Child support, because I saved the page, right? Where's the thing? Child support, I'm looking. Where's the child support thing? Let's look. Let me look again. Child support. All right, here we go. Oh, there it was. All right. So we did the child support statistics, and here are some of the stats, right? I hate this, like this browser. I got to put it in my browser that doesn't have the ads on it. Sorry, give me 1 second. All right. So this is the child support data right here, right? And it talks about the average, let's see. Let me look, average. Let me look for the word average on this page, right? Let's look for the next place that all right. All right. It says the average amount of child support due was less than $500 a month, right? And only 60% of that money, on average, $3,000 per year, was actually received. So it was under $500 per month, and 40% of the people are it's just not even collectible. So when all is said and done, the amount that it averages out to is $287 per month. That is what they're paying on average in this country. And like they're acting like it's such a tremendous and most of the people, and we're talking about for multiple children, most of the people are not paying child support like that. And it's like and it's like they're constantly, where's the page that I was on? Hold on. All right, there we go. That's not the right screen though. There we go. Yeah. So it's like they're complaining about the cost. They're not wanting to get vasectomies. They don't want to pay the child support. They just want to participate in activities that brings the children, but not the activity that actually cultivates, nurtures, and raises them. Well, I congratulate this guy. I hope that he is really keeping his semen to himself. Because, you know, if you do the math on it, because if childcare is like $2,000 a month, and the woman is only getting $3,000 per year, what about all of the other months? This is what I'm saying. I really hope that he is serious about keeping his semen to himself. More men need to keep that elixir of life. Think about it. Semen is the elixir of life. And yet they're shooting it here, there, and anywhere and wondering why children are being produced from it. I'm tired now. I'm starting to get really fatigued. We have one more video. And somebody said dudes will quit a job just not to pay child support. That's crazy. That's crazy. All right. So this video was taken down on TikTok because TikTok is a cesspool of a place. This lady, her name is Cecilia Regina, and she does these videos where she just points at this thing and just talks, right? Let me see if I can get my spectralizer up here. Oh, it's not on this one. All right, let's continue going forward. And let's hear this out. This is a 3-minute video, and she goes into a lot of different points, but I want you to hear her out. Hear her out.
So, when a black man says something about black women, they're really talking about their own mothers. This is why dudes who had single moms are always talking about how they hate baby mamas. Typically, anything a man says out of nowhere is traceable to his mommy issues, which are really daddy issues. Most of these dudes didn't have a father, and that makes them feel vulnerable to admit that they miss their fathers.
I feel like we can't do this like this because there's nothing on the screen. So I'm gonna put the waveform up, but I need to find a screen that the waveform is available. All right, there. So what screen is the waveform available on? Let me see if it's on this screen. It's not on this screen. Let's oh, it's on this screen. Here we go. It's on this screen. So let us play from here. Ugh. I'm tired now at this point. Let's make this larger. There we go. I don't like those videos with a person just sitting on the side just looking. I don't like that personally. I like hearing something different. I just don't want to see a person's face just sitting there. It's just we've gotten into a weird space in internet stuff now. But here, let's jump into it. I'm tired.
So, when a black man says something about black women, they're really talking about their own mothers. This is why dudes who had single moms are always talking about how they hate baby mamas. Typically, anything a man says out of nowhere is traceable to his mommy issues, which are really daddy issues. Most of these dudes didn't have a father, and that makes them feel vulnerable to admit that they miss their fathers and feel like something's wrong with them because their fathers abandoned them. Instead of confronting those issues in a healthy way, they take the lazy way out and secretly hate their mothers. Kanye is a prime example of this. He claims he adored his mother, but the only reason reason Donda West is dead right now is because her son was ashamed of her. She knew he hated her black aesthetic, her features, that she was overweight, so she underwent major plastic surgery to try and become the image he valued, and that's what cost her life, her son's hatred. He did hate her looks, but really he hated the fact he was a stereotype, another sad black man whose daddy wasn't there. Yeah, his parents divorced and he had a relationship with his dad, but let's get real. His father moved across the country and went on with his life. Kanye felt abandoned. How often has he referred to Jay-Z as his father in his music? That says it all. And so much of his music is about being better than his rap father. The whole fake competition he made up between Kim K and Beyonce, him supporting Trump because he wanted to be friends with the president, the way Beyonce and Jay-Z were friends with Obama. It's all about a desire to surpass his rap father and his real father. Even the toxic behavior that black men display towards their own children is really about their own fathers. My friends with absent fathers have told them they intentionally withheld money and aid from their mothers to make their child's life hard. It's not just about holding women back by saddling them with struggle seed. These men see the mothers of their children loving and taking care of their children in a way that they were never nurtured, and they're jealous. They want to make it as difficult as possible for their child's mother to spend time being tender with their own child. And this is why black men who are wealthy through sports or music so publicly resent paying child support. It's not the money. Most of them spend more money partying than they ever would on child support. 50 Cent had a theme party the day his son turned 18 to spend as much in one night as he had in 18 years on child support. 50 Cent was abandoned by his father. Anyone with enough sense to go platinum or pro has enough sense to wear a condom or get a vasectomy. But you almost never see these celebrity black men settling down with a wife and having a family. You see them with a string of baby mamas because these men are purposefully creating children to abandon. Healthy, sane people want their children to have everything they never had. Broken black men are in competition with their own children. They want to redistribute the pain to make themselves feel less abandoned. This is why a man will abandon his own children and then seek out another woman with children. He wants to steal away the nurturing that woman is giving to her own children. Many of them feel that by rejecting their children, they are rejecting the father who rejected them. They are stuck in a protracted adolescence of their own making, and they never want to grow up. Like Peter Pan, they want to live in an eternal childhood because they feel like the world owes them for their pain and their gripes with their father. Typical bum logic. They want to make women and children suffer instead of confronting the men, their fathers, they have the real issue with. Ladies, put self first, stay away from losers, and follow for more.
Woo! My goodness. You know what? She said a mouthful. She said a mouthful right there. You know, there's a lot to unpack in that whole entire video where she said some things that are outside of my scope. Like, I don't know how Kanye really felt about his mother. But the other points that she made, how a man will get with a woman who has children while he's not even taking care of his own children, and that's to steal her attention away from her kids. And how these men who have the money don't want to give it to their children in the form of child support. Like, they don't want their kids to be taken care of. Is it because they want to make the children suffer in the ways that they suffered? This right here is a lot. It's a lot. And I don't know how factual everything is that she's saying, but I think it's interesting food for thought about how these men who had single mothers go and lambast single mothers, Kitten Heels, and a lot of these men on these podcasts. And why are they doing that? Are there men who had single mothers who revere and worship the ground that their mothers walked on? Yes. But of the ones that you, as a matter of fact, do we know any podcasters who lambast single mothers who did not have a single mother, who was not raised? And you know, we did that live show where the guy came out and he talked about how his mother was the one who was there for him, and he was harder on his mother, holding. Now he doesn't even speak to his mother. Remember the live show we did? And he scrutinizes his mother a lot more because she was the one who was there. But he still has a relationship with his father and speaks with his father because he just wants to hold on and grasp onto any bit of his father that he can. You remember the live show? If you remember the live show, put up a 1. So they hold their mothers to a different standard, a godlike standard that they don't hold their fathers to. It's like the bar is so low for black men and black fathers that even the children forgive bum black fathers. Even the men who come to my video talk about you hate men and can't differentiate the difference between me having a problem with bum behavior and hating men. It's like, because to them, the two are synonymous. Like, a man can't help himself but be a bum, right? No, you can help yourself. And this is why I make videos to speak about the behaviors that need to be avoided. But they just lump them all together because they're in that category too. But what is the main takeaway from these talking points that she presented about the surgeries that Donda West was going to get? Was she getting it for herself, or was she getting it because she wanted to be on the red carpet with her son and be in a body that he could be proud of, especially when she knew that he had such an aversion to being with Black women? That even so much so that the little small percentage of Black that Amber Rose has in her, that he had to talk about taking all of these showers to wash her off of him so that he could get with Kim K, a person who had a leaked sex tape, and that's how she gained her fame. Come on. Come on. Right? So it's like, I actually want us to just roll these ideas around in our head and comment below, because I want to see what it is that you thought. I thought a lot of what it is that she said is a profound new way of even things being posited. This is why I say support Black female content creators, because there's a lot of innovation, new ideas, and new movements starting in the Black women empowerment space. Absolutely. Absolutely. Oh my goodness, I'm tired, y'all. Tired. We've been on here for over 3 hours, so we're gonna read the apples and then I'm gonna get out of here. I didn't want to chance it, with going to, to these different screens when, like some of these screens are heavy graphic intensive, and you never really know what may bump a broadcast off, because YouTube seemed like they'd be looking to bump me off. All right, so let's just go ahead and check these last apples. And then I'm going to get out of here. I got to use the ladies' room. Sandy sends $5 and says, Black men only care about kids when the kids are mixed. Listen, that's unfortunate. That's far too many of them seem to really fall into that trope. Elia sends $2 and says, thank you for your show today. Thank you. I appreciate you being here. I'm going to update. Enjoy your vacay. Thank you. I appreciate that. All right. So all together, we brought in $247 during this broadcast. So there's that right there, $247. So I appreciate that. Thank you all for coming together. If you want to send an apple while I'm off air and you're seeing this, you can always send it. The link is in the description. I put up all of the links. Did I put the text notification squad link in the chat? Let me do that now so it could be at the top on Facebook. www.tonyatko.com/text. I didn't put .com. That's .co.com/TEXT. All right. Join the text notification squad. Look, you can write your somebody is saying that someone in the comment is needing therapy. When we talk to people about getting therapy, just make sure that we're saying this from a place of love and not shame. Okay? Because therapy is important for all of us, So the person who is saying that, make sure that you've had your therapy as well. You know what I mean? So that it's not coming from a space of trying to shame a person, but also from speaking from experience as to how beneficial it can be for all of us. All right, so type your SLLs. I'm going to get out of here because I'm so tired and we've been on for almost 4 hours. And so on that note, I'm going to let you all go. I love you all very, very much. I will see you all on vacation. My hair color is absolutely perfect, so I am happy about that. All right. Thank you all so much for coming out. I'll see you all in the next video. Peace. Whew. My self-love lesson from today's video is really about listening to the goal that you have set for yourself. Like, I really set a goal to get these videos done and recorded before I went on vacation. And I'm proud of myself that I sat here and I got her done. I'm happy about that. And so now I'm really, really tired. I might just try to take should I try to take an hour nap just to kind of refresh myself and then get up and then pack Or should I try to, I should do as much packing as I can do now and then get up and finish packing? Or should I just try, you know what? I should do all of the packing that I need to do now and then just think about anything that I may have. No, because I'm too tired to really pack right now. I don't know. I got to see how, I should probably get 2 hours of sleep. If I get 2 hours of sleep, that'll give me an hour to pack. 2 hours of sleep, an hour to pack. Yeah, I probably will do it like that. All right. I will see you all in the next video. Tonya TKO, and I'm out. Go out there and love one another. Most importantly, love yourself. And stick by your word. Oh, I got to use the bathroom. I'll see you all later. Good night, everybody. Good night, good night, good night, good night, good night. Good night, good night, good night. Go out there and love one another. Most importantly, love yourself. And part of loving yourself is just listening to your business goals, staying up on that, setting a goal and accomplishing it, even if it's difficult. Like today's video was difficult, but we sat here and we got it done. And I am going to be happy going forward. Like when I look back on the videos that are edited, I'm going to be happy that I did take the time. Oh, wait, it might take me more than an hour to pack, right? I think I'm just being hopeful. Maybe I'm going to do as much as I can tonight. All right. I will see you all in the next video. All right. Peace. Oh my goodness. I got to use the ladies' room.